Today we're going back to the 2003 NBA draft, and obviously that historic class led by LeBron James, a generational player. Well, how about we throw another generational player into the mix as well? I went and found a modern generational small forward, Christian Bello. I imported him into the 2003 draft class, and I am going to put him head to head with LeBron James to see who has the better career. Can LeBron outdo the generational player that is going to be battling him from day one? Or is importing a modern generational small forward, putting him back, 20 plus years ago, will that prove to be the better, outcome here? Because he's obviously going to be aging into the way the modern game ends up playing. But obviously LeBron ended up aging amazingly too, so the longevity is going to be interesting, the accolades are going to be interesting, and at the end of their careers we'll kind of compare who had the better one. And I'll let you guys be the deciding factor, but we simulate the first season, obviously waiting in the wings for those two guys to get to the league. But interestingly, when a Hawks win the championship in year one, sure, why not? Number one overall pick, it's going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers. And not only the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to have the number one pick, they're not going to change their minds, really. LeBron's still going to be the selection. But number two is where it gets a bit more interesting. You still have Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, but I don't hesitate to go Christian Bello at number two. So you can see here he's an inch shorter, 14 pounds lighter. I would say, LeBron obviously going to be the more physically dominant specimen, because that's what he was, but Bello, I would say, maybe a little bit more skilled of a player, is going to be a little bit better of a shooter day one. So I think there's maybe a little bit of like physicality early on versus the skill that Bello's going to have early on. Both of them, though, 84 overall. Both of them 18 years old out of high school. Both of them are going to be pretty good all-around players, and you can see the statistics for Bello. I don't think I need to really break down the stats of LeBron. We kind of know, if you've played this before, how it goes, but throwing that wrench into things here with another generational player to go head-to-head with them is going to be the fun part here. So we simulate their rookie seasons. And for Rookie of the Year, it's going to be a big accolade to have over the other one, as Christian Bello wins it. I felt like maybe even Wade could have won it, Bosh, Anthony, like any one of them could have won it, but Bello has a ridiculously good rookie season. I'm going to be hopping into any of Bello's elimination games. We're kind of going to let LeBron exist in the background. If they cross paths, awesome. But this is going to be about Christian Bello mostly trying to see if he can outdo the career of LeBron, and while LeBron is in the league. So you can see the stats he put up here per 36. You see in the regular stats, they were just incredible. LeBron also, though, 23-6. Also the steals and the blocks are pretty crazy. 1.8 and 1.8. First round for Memphis. They made the playoffs, and they take care of business pretty easily against the Clippers. So one thing working in Bello's favor, I think, over someone like LeBron is he's going to have Pau Gasol next to him. And Pau Gasol, one heck of a co-star to have, whereas LeBron is working with the Cavs team that we know didn't give him the help that he really needed. We'll see if they eventually give him the help that he needs in this universe. But round two against the Denver Nuggets, they're down 3-2. They win it 108-84 to take it to a game 7 where Bello has 37 and 17. And we're here to watch our first actual bit of action, as it is game 7 and an alley-oop Bello to Pau. What a start. So the only thing I'm not going to love about this is you can't really see the game clock on the scoreboard. You could see it on the stanchion and on the backboard and everything up there. 5.5 minutes to go, but that's going to be the only not so ideal part of this spectating, but it'll be all right, as in a game 7 here, first big test for Christian Bello, gets around and lays it in. It's also going to be interesting to see what teams get formed over the years, as we have the Nuggets here. Sean Marion, Lamar Odom right now with the ball is Marion, trying to drive in, tries to put up the shot over a person, and it's no good. An injured person there, as Jason Williams for 3. And he knocks it home, 91-86, and Marion with the ball, as he is going to hit Odom at the top. Gasol on him, as they set up the screen. Odom pull up, 3 off balance, and he just did not set his feet there, and I don't know how he lost his balance, but not ideal. This is also an interesting format for the Grizzlies to have Bello, Gasol, also Shane Battier in the corner. I mean, having Bello makes it really hard to play all of them at once. I mean, Battier, Bello for 3, and that one, not the best shot, but it's really going to be an interesting team construction. You would think they maybe have to move Battier to help out, maybe get a guard in there, or maybe get a center. I don't know, because like having Battier off the bench, it's awesome, but your starting lineup doesn't look too strong compared to what it could be. But when you get Battier, no, maybe you gotta move Battier. What the heck was that? Off the side of the backboard, Marion for 3, off target, but Bello hits a nice spin move, finds Battier, and he just clanks it off the backboard. And Jason Williams to right, now to Gasol. This is what you want to see, Gasol. And that's a matchup nightmare for the Nuggets. Gasol puts it up and in over Blake. And Steve Blake, not the guy you want to have matched up on Gasol, is Lamar Odom. On Gasol, puts it in, foul and 1, and the free throw good. So the Grizzlies still up by 4 as the fourth quarter ticking away here. Get it to Bello, out to right. And right, working on Marcus Camby, gets it to Williams for 3, and it's off target. You can see there's 2.5 minutes to play, and the Grizzlies on defense now trying to keep the 2-score lead that they have. Marion gets it to Blake and to Odom as they got the full starting lineup out there. Marion is working on Gasol, on Odom now, Bello guarding, Odom driving in, Odom in, and 1 again. Lamar Odom hits it for the 3-point play, and it's now just a 1-point game. And Lamar Odom with back-to-back great possessions as Bello gets the ball inside. That's turned over. Marcus Camby got the steal, and out to Blake. They slow things down with just now under 2 minutes to play. Odom getting the ball again. He's got the hot hand, and it gets it in for the lead. Lamar Odom, hot hand in the fourth quarter as Bello trying to work on Marion, and Sean Marion, a good matchup here as Sean Marion. If there's going to be someone you're putting on Bello, it's going to be Marion. So I think it's a great matchup for the Nuggets if they're going to want to shut down this rookie of the year. Marion for 3, no good. And in a 1-point game still, Memphis takes it up the court, 1:18 to go. Gasol inside, Gasol can't outbody Odom, foul though. He draws the foul and will get 2 at the line. Hits the first, we're tied up for the lead. Gasol has it, and now Marion takes the ball up the court as we are at just about the 1-minute mark. Camby, screen, Marion putting the moves on Bello, actually created a little bit of separation, but he almost turns it over there. Gets it out to Bowen, now to Blake. They reset, 5 seconds to go on the clock. And another screen, Steve Blake pulls it from 3. Blake no good. And Marion, I think he should have just pulled the mid-range when he had the chance, but he tried to make a play and almost turned it over, forced the reset, and now Memphis, ball in their possession, and clock ticking down. Person for 3, hits it with 30 seconds to play, and a 4-point lead for the Grizzlies as Marion drives in on Bello. Bello swats it away, and the foul as they are going to have to send Bello to the line. He swatted it away. He got the ball. He got the 2 free throws, and the game is really going to slip away from this Nugget squad unless they can hit something here. Here it is. Blake off target, and that is going to do it as the game ends 104-97. Memphis is headed to the conference finals. Christian Bello has taken his team all the way to the Final Four. 27-5-2 for Bello. Meanwhile, LeBron on the East, he's going to get knocked out in Game 7 of Round 2. So both of them had Round 2 Game 7s. One was able to get it done, one wasn't. And now for Christian Bello, he has a tall task standing in his way. Kobe and Shaq, the Lakers, trying to get back to a championship here as Kobe working. Kobe leads, in, and he gets the foul call. It is an elimination game. It's game 6 right now. Lakers are up 3-2, so the Grizzlies trying to push it to game 7. The only issue is after those free throws, it's a 9-point game. 5.5 minutes to go. They're going to need a big final stretch here if they're going to want to push it to game 7. And an off-ball foul turnover is not going to be how you want to start the rally. So now Lakers back with it. Kobe seeks a screen from Shaq and gets it out. Shaq slamming it in. And an 11-point lead. And maybe just outmatched and outgunned right now. Bello and Pau, a great duo we could already see in year 1, but not quite the level of Shaq and Kobe, but maybe they could prove us wrong with a comeback here. Taking his time, Bello working on Robert Horry, and that's just not a good possession at all. You got to do something a little bit more than that. Feels like the Lakers are on the verge of ice in this one as Kobe is going to drive in right over everybody. Gasol goes down, Bello slammed on, and a 13-point game. And I feel like you need a miracle here. Bello gets it a person as he's going to just hold. They're taking a lot of time. They just can't find an open shot they like. Williams for 3. No good. And a 13-point game. 4 minutes to play. Kobe is going to get it to Shaq. Shaq inside. Jackson is going to hit the fade. And that's basically going to be your game. Memphis shut down this fourth quarter, 122-97, the final, where the Lakers are going to knock out this really interesting young Grizzlies team, go to the finals. Bello had a really poor game. I mean, just 14 points, but you at least give him a little bit of grace since he's a rookie. Now we get a Lakers-Pistons matchup, much like we did in real life this time, though. Lakers 4-1, take it home, and Shaq wins the finals MVP. So, year 2 for these guys. Bello takes a big leap. Him and LeBron, both 90-plus overall, but Bello's the one who actually takes the bigger leap, as they are going to have a 58-win season. Shaq wins MVP, but we're going to see now, both of them are certified number 1s in overall, as LeBron, he wins Defensive Player of the Year, 2.5 steals, 2.2 blocks, basically. That's insane. But like both of them, they were 84 overalls, you know, really nice players. But now both 90 plus, they're certified stars on their teams. LeBron first team and Bello second team All-NBA. So they're already, you know, coming out here. Dwayne Wade as well. Carmelo Anthony All-NBA. So, you know, that class is already heating up. And LeBron 25 a game. Bello about 27, 10, and 6. Shooting 61%. And I did bring it up. They actually did trade Shane Battier. Really interesting, because Battier got traded to the team he got moved to in real life, the Rockets. The only difference is they got Steve Francis from the trade. Now, if you're looking purely just at the overalls of the player, it is a downgrade, but clearly it's not really hurting this team. I think it is a nice fit here as the Grizzlies sweep in round 1, sweep in round 2, and here in the semifinals, again, conference finals, it's a rematch where the roles are reversed as the Lakers are now the ones trying to push to a game 7 here, down 3-2 as Kobe and Shaq still together. But, you know, they don't need Steve Francis to be the all-star guard. This is around the time where he stopped being an all-star. They just need him to be a nice number 3, which I think he definitely can be. If he could be the 3 while Gasol is the 2, Bello's the 1, it's definitely working right now as Shaq is just going to stuff that shot as the Lakers are up by 2 right now at home, trying to force game 7. Fisher to Best as they get it up to Kobe, and he's working over Swift, and that's no good. Just rushed that shot a little bit there. He had an ISO. He could have really worked on him there. I think that would have been a pretty favorable matchup for Kobe to work on, but no, Gasol with the ball now, working on Muhammad, getting it out to now Swift inside right. That's not good. He's on a little man, and he gets it in. They were working that one all around the floor and getting the favorable matchup here as Kobe now covered by Jason Williams, still on this team as now the backup guard, and Bonner inside gets it in for the lead. Francis with the ball. So getting to see Steve Francis on this Grizzlies team. Can he be the missing piece as Francis is just dancing around with the ball, just fully his possession to take. He's run the clock all the way down. 3, 2, 1, puts it up, and Francis off target. Not exactly the best possession from him, but with just now 3:45 to go, Lakers up by 2, gets it out to George, inside to O'Neal, and Shaq is got Francis on it, but they get it out to Bonner, wide open, he missed it, wide open 3, and Bonner no good, Bello for 3, this time it's Bello hitting a 3 for the lead, but not to be outdone, it's Kobe deep 2, and Williams in his face, he still drills it. Lakers back up by 1. As Bello is got it here and letting the play develop a bit on George, driving in, gets around and in. Shaq just could not get up on that one as the ball just floated right over his outstretched arm, and Memphis has the lead. Shaq with the screen, Fisher inside the Shaq rolling in, and you just can't stop that barreling 300-pound man running right at you. Swift with the ball out to now Francis. Can he get a better possession out of Francis this time around? He gets the screen from Swift, is going to step back, and he pulls, and no good. 2 minutes to play. Steve Francis, not the best fourth quarter so far, as Fisher with it. And Fisher inside. Kobe posting up on Williams. Double team comes in, and it doesn't matter. Double team, and he still lays it in. 104, 101, Steve Francis made a nice move and just missed it at the rim. Francis, I think he's hit a shot in this quarter, but he gets a steal here trying to redeem himself. Swift is taking it up, takes it all the way himself, and gets the foul call. And Stromile Swift trying to be a little bit of a hero here, but man, Steve Francis was supposed to maybe be the missing link, and he has, in the biggest moment, not come up as big as you would have liked. This Shaq, you just can't stop him rolling to the net again. 106, 103 as Francis gets blocked and blocked now. He's like 0 for 4 in this quarter. Bonner with it as a minute to play. Fisher, can they get the 2-score lead, which would make it a really hard deficit to overcome with such little possessions left. Shaq gets double teamed and they foul him. Shaq at the line, and he hits a free throw. 4-point game. Second free throw, he missed it though. Still a 4-point game. As they'll get it up to Williams for 3. No good. Bello put back it in, and Bello saves them here. 40 seconds to play. Fisher to Shaq, and Shaq put his foot on the out of bounds line. He wasn't paying attention, and Shaq turns it over. Bello with the ball, looking for the tie. Foul. And Bello has got 32, make it 33, 1 free throw for the tie, and it's good. As the Lakers will have 1 possession, it looks like, to try to win it here, or we could be headed to overtime. They'll get it to Shaq, trying to redeem himself after the turnover. 2 men on him, he's double teamed, he still puts it up and in. And even though they double teamed him, it wasn't enough. As the Lakers now have to get a defensive stop. It's Williams who's going to be the one to take the shot, though. To get it, it's Bello. He's driving in. Bello is up. He's in. 109, 109. Last possession here. As for the regulation, Derek Fisher in to Shaq. Will they come with the double team again? No, they go Kobe at the buzzer, and it rattles out. We're going to overtime, as it's now, we jump to the 3:45 mark. Is Bello 3-pointer? No good. 111, 111, and a Game 7 berth on the line here for the Lakers and for the Grizzlies, trying to clinch a finals appearance. Into Shaq, and no foul call, and he misses, and they can't get the rebound. Shaq's been trying to brute force his way onto this team for all fourth quarter. Jason Williams just pulled that 3 and drained it. 3-point lead. Kobe spins mid-range. What a shot. And now back to a 1-point game. But Jason Williams, the one taking the reins here at point guard. Bello with the ball now working on Robert Horry. as he gets it out back to Williams, who's on Kobe. Is Jason Williams going to come up big again? He already hit the 1-3, trying another one, and he misses. Lakers got it back. Shaq taking it up, gets it to Kobe. And Kobe now with Jason Williams on him. He already hit that amazing spin mid-range. He's just so hard to cover. One-on-one, drives to the rim, and just nothing he could do about it. It's the Lakers lead. 2 minutes to go in overtime. Francis with the ball, trying to redeem himself after that fourth quarter, and he just dunks it right at him. And that's Memphis's lead. We're going back and forth here. Kobe for three, and no good. Gasol with the rebound. And Gasol, who's been very quiet in this game right now, is going to get it out for Williams inside. Williams over Kobe and one. And Jason Williams has had a bad first 4 quarters, but in overtime, he's playing his best. Shaq with the alley-oop right to him. And the Lakers respond. 2-point game. Francis getting the ball inside, has to pick up his dribble to Williams now. Williams is now back out to Francis. Francis inside, gets past, and the dunk, Steve Francis. There's the big plays you wanted to see. And it's 121, 117. Kobe takes it up. Just a minute to play in overtime as he's driving in inside to Fisher with Francis on him. Fisher puts it up, and it's good. As now 55 seconds, Francis with the ball. He's going again. Francis can't finish this time. It's not 3 in a row for Francis. Fisher with the ball now, as he's got 43 seconds. He turns it over. He wanted Shaq. Swift steps in front. And now it's Grizzlies ball. They're in control here. If they could find a basket, it would be a game changer. Could send them to the finals. Francis tried to hit the dagger, and he missed. Francis trying to be the one to do the job here, and he gives Kobe a chance, who steps back. Kobe misses, and the rebound for Francis is about the best thing he could have done there, as he's now gonna miss a free throw, and he hits the second. But Francis, he's trying too hard to be the one. He's trying too hard to be the star. Kobe for three. He's open. He missed it. Kobe missed a three for the tie. And that'll do it. Bello plays all 48 minutes, 38, 11, and 8. And now the finals against Dwayne Wade. So Dwayne Wade is the one to get it done here. He's got Tyson Chandler, Jalen Rose, and Jay Williams on his team. And, not, quite Shaq and Kobe. So you feel like you have a real chance in this one. Jamal Crawford also on this team. It's a very nice team, but Dwayne Wade is the star leading the show here. And he's doing it for his home Chicago Bulls, as Swift with the block and gets the ball back. Gasol. And look at the matchup here. Gasol just too easy. This game is important as it gets for the series, as it's 2-2. This is a game 5 and a really big game 5 to put yourself one away from holding that trophy high. Wade over Swift, and Wade no good. So the winner of this one will just be one shy of a championship, and a member of that draft class is going to get to hold the trophy high and get themselves a ring. Is it going to be Wade? Is it going to be Bello? Regardless, LeBron's going to have to be watching. Oh my goodness, the defense. Tyson Chandler just was stuffing everything. And the Bulls have it back. Crawford with the ball. Working on Bello inside. Turnover. Gasol steals it away. Bello all the way. And a now 7-point lead. Wade inside. Out to Crawford. 3. Jamal Crawford for 3. It's a fun team the Bulls put together here, as Bello with the ball. And now working on Jalen Rose. Bello drives it and steps through, and there's Tyson Chandler again to stuff a shot. Tyson Chandler coming up big. Now Chandler on the other end gets it in. Tyson Chandler, the X Factor right now in this championship game 5. Bello working post fade, and it's no good. Marshall with the ball, and Chicago can tie it up here. They can take the lead too as they get it up to Crawford. Jamal Crawford trying to dance a little bit on Stromile. Swift. Crawford is trying to get through, get by to Chandler, to Wade, makes a miss, Wade, alley-oop! And Tyson Chandler's on a roll right now. Bello gets by Rose, lays it in, and one. Bello for 28 hits the free throw, and it's a 3-point lead right back at Chicago with another deficit to overcome. Wade, my goodness, Dwayne Wade just coming up with a couple of great possessions in a row. Bello with the ball, half spin, fakes him out. Bello slam, and now a 3-point lead again. They just keep on having it just a little too far out of reach for the Bulls. Every time they're about to take the lead, they respond with something, just permanently leaving this Bulls team down as Gasol stuffs Wade, and with a minute to go, 3, Bello missed, and that could have been the dagger. Wade, now in the one-score game, is gonna drive out, get it to Rose, Jalen Rose misses. Jalen Rose misses the tying shot. 39 seconds, and Bello with the ball. Can they get the 2-score lead? Bello is gonna put it up. No good. Rose rebound. And they're gonna have another try at it. Wade, will he go for the 2? Will he go for the 3? It's Crawford. And now with the ball, Crawford is taking his time inside to Wade on Williams. Double team comes in, and now back out to Crawford. 2, good. And they go for the mid-range, so they have to play the foul game a little bit. Jason Williams at the line. Will he miss one? Well, not the first. How about the second? And it's good. 3-point game again. And you got maybe just a shot clock's worth of time to go. Rose out to Crawford. And Crawford for 3. Oh, Jamal Crawford with 7 seconds to play. He hit it. And now it's up to the Grizzlies to avoid overtime. Francis with the ball. Oh, Francis! He got it! Look at Steve Francis. What a play. Just had him turned around. And even though he missed the free throw, we don't care. It's just one shot for the Bulls. Crawford deep. It's no good. Grizzlies take the 3-2 lead. What a play from Steve Francis at the end there. And now we move to game 6 with the finals. A game away for the Grizzlies, trying to seal it up, and up by 4 here. Can they get it done on the Bulls' home turf? As Crawford inside, and 1. Jamal Crawford's had some really nice moments here, as it's a 1-point game after he hits the free throw. Jason Williams gets it to Bello, and Bello trying to just keep getting the better of Jalen Rose. He pulls the mid-range, and that's no good. Good coverage there by Rose, as now get it out to Jalen Rose on the other end for 3. He misses. He just hasn't been able to hit those shots as Williams. They've really been leaning on him a lot more, even though he's just supposed to be their 6th man, but they've been giving him and Steve Francis a lot of play time together as Bello out. Williams is stepping back, gets it to right, out to Bello. And they're just moving the ball around. 1 second on the shot clock, so nice defense by the Bulls, forcing a bad shot that's no good. Wade takes it back up, and Wade to Crawford. And Jamal Crawford, Marshall Wade. Wade drives in, clears it out, and turns it over. As Tyson Chandler tried to clear out the paint for Wade, and instead Wade turns it over. Bello finishes on the other end for a 3-point lead as Rose, who's just been ice cold on offense in this series, and Bello's been locking him up for the most part. As Rose trying to get inside, he just can't. Bello, he's just bigger, stronger, faster, and a turnover from Jalen Rose. And Jason Williams inside the Swift dunks it. And a 5-point lead with just 2 minutes to play. Wade is now going to need to be the hero here if he wants to keep his Bulls alive. Wade pull up 3, and it's no good. Bello with the rebound, and Bello to Francis. Stop! Dwayne Wade just blocked that 3. And now the Grizzlies, they keep possession, but that 3-pointer maybe was a chance to get that dagger shot. They've been so close in every game. A turnover, and that's Steve Francis having another bad possession. Wade to Chandler, it rolls in, as they have just, like, all these games have been so close, and The Grizzlies just haven't been able to hit that dagger shot, have not been able to put them away without it being a stressful finish coming down to the last possession. As Bello, 5 seconds on the clock, is driving in, dunks in! And there we go, a minute to play, 5-point game, as Wade with it, working on Francis. Dwayne Wade is gonna lay it in, once again a one-score game. 43 seconds, Bello with it. Can he ice a championship for the Grizzlies? Gets the screen from Ray. Bello is gonna get stripped, and they go and foul him. They call that one on the Bulls, as he is going to have the free throws go in for a 5-point game. Crawford pull up mid-range, no good, and the rebound, no! No good for the Bulls. They can't get the rebound. Bello at the line, he hits the free throws. It's a 7-point game, and the Bulls, it's just not going to be enough, I don't think. 24 seconds to play. Wade is going to maybe try to draw an and one. He can't do it. Marshall for three. They need it. It's no good. And that's going to do it. The Memphis Grizzlies, Christian Bello, Pau Gasol, Steve Francis. These boys got the job done, and so early on in their career is going to be a championship that's headed to Bello. LeBron only could watch as he lost to Dwayne Wade in the playoffs, watched him go to the finals just to lose to his generational small forward counterpart, as Christian Bello takes home the championship, a 37-14-8 closeout game to not only win the championship, but give him finals MVP. It's a heck of an early start to your career, but for the Cavs and LeBron, they will get some reinforcements now in real life. Shaq ended up playing in Cleveland, just not this version of Shaq. He's still a 91 overall. They do lose Ilgauskas, but LeBron and Shaq, and still a competent Shaq, is not a bad duo. The rest of the team, not ideal, but you can get a lot done with just those two. Meanwhile, for the Grizzlies, they kind of just have the same core guys, just a little bit worse due to regression. But you get to the end of the season, LeBron James wins MVP, 25, 10, 7.5. So a heck of a year. And he's also going to have himself back in contention here. 68 wins. As, yeah, he obviously first team All-NBA. Christian Bello, meanwhile, not on the first team, but he will be on the second team. Shaq also makes second team. So I don't know if the Grizzlies are going to be able to repeat due to the fact that they just didn't add anything and they just got a little bit worse with some regression. But you can see LeBron's stat lines there. Definitely his best season up until this point. And Bello steadily increasing those points per game, 27, 9, and 6. As we get to the second round pretty quickly, both sides are looking pretty nice right now. LeBron in the second round. And how about the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Grizzlies here? Grizzlies were the third seed. Timberwolves led by Kevin Garnett here to win a game 3, a game 4. It is 3-1 Timberwolves. Grizzlies win in game 5. So now game 6 is the spot where you are in. But unfortunately, it was just one of those ugly, low-scoring games where Minnesota was able to close things out pretty handily. Final score was a 9-point game, but it did look a little closer than it actually was. And for the Timberwolves, they make it all the way to the finals to take on the Cavaliers. So Timberwolves, Cavs, KG versus Shaq and LeBron, and the Cavaliers, their duo is just better than the single. LeBron wins the finals MVP, and he is right back at it. Christian Bello, there was a little visual glitch where Bello wasn't aging for some reason. It fixed itself now. It's all fine. Him and LeBron are basically both 97 overalls, and Christian Bello, it's his turn to win an MVP, and look at the jump he took. 33 points a game, 33, 10, and 6. What a year. And it seems like they're just going back and forth. One wins a title, the other wins a title. One wins an MVP, now the other has won an MVP. LeBron, those adding those Defensive Player of the Year awards. The Grizzlies now win 68 games, right as LeBron did it last year. So LeBron makes second team, Bello makes first team. So they are just literally battling back and forth. As you can see the stats, I mean, just he was steadily moving up in points per game, and then the explosion there, whereas LeBron goes down to 24 points a game, but it's probably because Shaq's taking a lot of those touches as well. So in the first round, pretty simple business here. A victory over the Charlotte Hornets to win 4-1. Now, how about the second round? One heck of a team here. I mean, you got Jason Richardson, but the real intrigue is a young Dwight Howard with Steve Nash on the team. That is a lot of fun. But the Grizzlies take a 2-0 lead. And in game 3, the Warriors win it. Bello had a 45-point triple-double, but could not win it. And then game 4, Warriors win by 12. Bello, 34-14. Not enough. But Steve Nash is just lighting it up right now. 36-12. Game 5, Grizzlies back. 45 points again from Bello. And here we go. This one, 3-2 series. Game 6 here. And Steve Nash and this awesome Warriors team. They got Jamison, Jason Richardson, a couple other okay bench pieces. But this is really about, like, if, you know, the timelines of Steve Nash and Dwight Howard can line up just right, where you can get prime Dwight Howard while Steve Nash is still at a all-star, all-NBA level play. That would be amazing, as Speedy Claxton on the Grizzlies here gets a lay-in. 95-92 your score. Gets it to Jamison and back to Nash as the pick and rolls. Yeah, Nash to Howard. He's going to have it turned over as the Grizzlies added another center. Michael Oluwakandi's the starting center now. So, you know, a little bit of reshuffling around the main stars, but it's still Gasol, it's still Bello, and it's still, you know, for now, Steve Francis on the team. But, you know, like I said, a little bit of reshuffling. Oluwakandi blocks Dwight Howard. And now back up Francis with the ball, as he is got it all alone at the top, and he is going to try to work on Jason Richardson. As Francis, he's had more bad moments than good in the playoffs, but there's a nice and one lay-in. And he'll hit the free throw for a 6-point lead as they get to Steve Nash, who goes it all the way down the court. Turnover! And Steve Nash with a couple of turnovers now, as Bello will drive in. Bello gets it out to Francis. Back to Bello for 3. And no good. Richardson with the rebound, as Jason Richardson up to Steve Nash. And can Nash lead his team to a championship, something he wasn't able to do in real life, but now with a, no offense to Amari Stoudemire, but someone better than he played with in his prime, Dwight Howard, as Nash is not going to be able to hit. Dwight with the rebound and puts it back in. There you go for a 4-point game. And Francis out. Bello deep 2. Open. Hits it for a 6-point game again. And we're down to 4 minutes to play. Dunleavy has it, and we'll go inside the Thomas. Slamming it home for, once again, a 4-point deficit. Is going back and forth now, but can the Warriors buy a stop? No, Bello for 3. And Christian Bello with 2 stray buckets hit, and now Richardson with the ball. Dwight in front of him. Dwight clearing out. Richardson dunk, and right over a draft pick for the Memphis Grizzlies. One of the players that they did add via the draft, the only really good draft pick they've had, is Monte Ellis is on the team. He's still young, developing, but it's a decent bench piece for this team to have, and here he is, Monte Ellis, working against this Warriors team. Ellis! What a ridiculous shot he's taken there, as he misses that one pretty clearly. Richardson to Nash. And Steve Nash a little tired here, but they're letting Richardson do the job right now. And Jason Richardson for 3. And yeah, it's Jason Richardson leading the charge right now, as Francis is working on Nash. You can exploit Nash's defense, and he does. Francis for a 4-point lead. 2 minutes to play. Nash to Dunleavy. And get it out to Dwight. Dwight is going to post up. Wait for play to develop. But Dwight is going to go to Dunleavy to Richardson and just keep it going with Richardson, who's been the best player on this team in the 4th quarter. And he doesn't hit that one, though. All that shot clock for nothing. And they get it to Francis now. Ooh, yeah, I mean, this is the move. Just work on him as Bello gets the ball now and in lays it in. So it's just really Bello just being the MVP that he is, but when it's not him, you're attacking Steve Nash's defensive deficiencies as Richardson pull up 3, this time no good. 6-point game with under a minute and a half to go, and for the Warriors, time is running out and the opportunity to win this series is running out. Bello is just working on Dunleavy, taking the time. He doesn't need to rush it, and it gets the and one, and that might be your game. It is. Bello 39, 15, and 9, almost a triple-double. They move on to the conference finals to take on a very talented team. My goodness, Baron Davis, J.R. Smith, Al Harrington, Sean Marion, and Elton Brand as your starting 5. Meanwhile, the Cavs are in the semifinals as well. It's 2-1 though, and the issue here, as they go up 2-1, the Grizzlies do, but Gasol gets injured and it will miss the rest of the series. Christian Bello's got to put the team on his back here. Clippers tie the series 2-2. But, I mean, this Clippers team is just deeper. It's better top to bottom. But the Grizzlies have the best player on the floor. It doesn't matter, though. Clippers win again. 3-2 series. And to try to force the game 7, the Grizzlies will take care of things pretty comfortably. Bello 38, 10, and 9. And it's game 7 now with no Pau Gasol. It is down to Steve Francis, Bello, a young Monte Ellis, and Michael Olowokandi. Reggie Evans is starting at power forward in the place of Gasol. It is no good right now. And right now, Bello not even on the floor as Hayes for 3. It's no good. 108-107 is the situation right now. And this group of guys right now for the Grizzlies, this is a mismatch, but somehow they're still in it as Francis, no good. And now with 5.5 to go, Baron Davis working on Ellis, and now out to Vaughn as they set the screen, and Vaughn with space, pull up, no, he gets it out, center, and Reggie Evans foul and 1, and Bello checks back in. Down by 3, so Christian Bello gonna have to play out these final 5 minutes with his second best player being an old Steve Francis, his third best player being Michael Olowokandi, Thomas, a young Monte Ellis. Like, there is just not a lot here. Off-ball foul, turnover, and now J.R. Smith lobbing and in for the slam. 5-point Clipper lead. Monte Ellis, you're gonna need to develop real early if this is gonna happen, as Bello has to come back out. I mean, Bello's also been playing these games 48 minutes, 45 minutes. He's barely getting a break, and he's trying, but it's just too much as Francis misses. And, I mean, I don't love that Bello's off the court here, despite how tired he may be, but, like, my goodness, it's just... who is even out there? I don't even know who number 13 is. Who is that dude? Well, Marion's drive out on him and lays it in over him. 7-point game. And the Grizzlies are just outgunned, outmatched, just everything. Like, it's really disappointing as Francis turns it over. Baron Davis inside to Harrington. And a 9-point game as Reggie Evans having to fill in for Pau Gasol. Like, I know Gasol hasn't been putting up the major points in these series that we have watched, but you can see how valuable he is to this team as the co-star. Monte Ellis out to Evans, to Jeffries, to Thomas, just a bunch of guys, and no good. And I think the Clippers are going to have this one in their hands. Baron Davis, 11-point lead. And that basically does it. The Clippers win by 15. And in a series where it looked like the Grizzlies were going to be able to pull it off, but Pau Gasol goes down. Now we get Clippers, Cavs in the finals. Cavs go up 2-0. Clippers respond with a win. Clippers tie it up. And the Clippers down 3-2. Force game 7. And it's the Clippers winning the championship. I think an awesome team. Elton Brand wins finals MVP. That's one heck of a team. It was just a deeper, better team. And Shaq has now regressed to the point of barely being all-star caliber. And at least for the Grizzlies, they will have Christian Bello winning another MVP, Gasol healthy as well, which is going to be key here. Kevin Durant, Rookie of the Year. So we're at that point right now. Chris Bosh, Defensive Player of the Year. What a season from Bosh. But 63 wins for the Clippers. They're going to be a real problem, as well as the Warriors, because, you know, Dwight Howard's still getting better as well. But yeah, the West is starting to really become a bit of just a war zone of teams, as Bella with a back-to-back 30-plus point per game season. LeBron has been hovering around 25 points a game, so he's just not taking as many shots. But Grizzlies get the 3 seed here, and they're taking on the Dallas Mavericks, who go up 2-0. Clippers got the 1 seed, Warriors got the 4 seed. I mean, there's just so much talent to go around here. Grizzlies win, as they do by 3 points. And next game, they win again. Bello, a career high, I think, 51 in the playoffs. And just willing his team to victory. I think he's just hitting his peak right now, as the back-to-back MVP helps his team with another victory. And how about just going on a streak here and winning again? So the Mavericks worried them early, but Bello, triple-double for the victory in the Game 7. Now taking on Minnesota Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett made a finals before, but this series not even close. Grizzlies sweep them, and just no match was, you know, the solo team of Kevin Garnett. How about the Clippers again, though? Rematch. It's the same starting 5. The Clippers have everybody still, and they have been pretty dang dominant. They've already swept the first round. They took out Kobe in the second round, and now in the semifinals, looking to go back-to-back. Bello, triple-double for the win by 24 points. And Bello, I mean, he's just playing on another level right now. Clippers win this one, as Bello, though, still goes for 37-8. How about another game? Another runaway. It's been just one team dominating one day and another team dominating another day. A 16-point victory for the Grizzlies. 21-15-8 with 2 steals. And you go on to the NBA Finals, and look at this, man. How about that for a big 3? The 76ers with a rookie Kevin Durant, Allen Iverson, and Gilbert Arenas, as this series is going to be fun. But first 2 games, you can see Philly here wins it by 9 in Game 2. And that was after Memphis wins Game 1, so we're at 1-1 in the series. But this is such a crazy Sixers team. Game 3. Another dominant victory, 17-point win. Bello, 30-11-6 to take a 2-1 series lead. Sixers not able to keep up here. Bello wins this one, a 3-1. He drops 43-9-8. And the Sixers, to keep their hopes alive, 2 minutes to go, and we'll let it ride as the Sixers win it. So we will be on to Game 6 here. And yeah, this is a team that, like, if the timeline's just aligned right, if Allen Iverson was a little bit younger and Kevin Durant was a little bit older, just imagine. I mean, because this is right now like late 2000s Allen Iverson with rookie KD and Gilbert Arenas at the peak of his career right now. Also, they have a young Paul Millsap on this team. I mean, that is a heck of a starting lineup. But Philly right now, 103-101. And the highest rated player on the team is Gilbert Arenas, so he is going to be the one to lead the charge as he will drive in. Steve Francis has maintained to hold on to this point guard job, which is crazy because I feel like he's not been the superstar that you would have hoped for as a third option. I mean, at least trading Shane Battier for him. I don't know how that trade would have, you know, turned out if they didn't make it. Like, how would it have been if Shane Battier was still on this team? I don't know if that would have been better or worse, as Gasol double team gets it out to Francis now, as they get the screen from Olowokandi, who's still a starting center on this team as well. Olowokandi inside, and good. So now 103 with 4.5 to go. Iverson to Arenas. Millsap gonna go inside and just shove somebody out the way. So Millsap with the off-ball turnover there. And Grizzlies taking over. Bello in the corner. Francis with the ball. Francis on Gill, lays it in. And Steve Francis gives them the lead. Gill with it. And now trying to get his maybe get back on Francis. But he gets it to Iverson. And Allen Iverson and one. Iverson trying to get his championship. He has not been in a very long time to a finals after winning his MVP, carrying his team. Now he doesn't have to carry his team. He's got a young KD. He's got Gill. He's got Millsap. He's got a squad around him. Foul. Make that a reach in. Reset the clock to 14 seconds. And Philly with a 1-point lead. Francis with the ball screen. Olowokandi comes over. Gives Francis space for the three. No good. And with 3.5 minutes to go, Durant with the ball. And KD is going to try to post up here. It's a good matchup for him. And he'll go to Gill as he'll get the screen. Gill wide open. Mid-range off target. Gasol rebound. And Powell trying to add another ring to his resume, and how the future has been altered by Bello because, you know, instead of being Kobe's co-star, he's Bello's co-star. Oh, he missed the three. And Bello, Mr. Back-to-back MVP, can't hit the three, as now back on the other end. That's a three, good. And the Sixers up by 4 as they go to Gasol now. Gasol on Durant. Should be able to body him here. Be able to get over, but now Durant, good defense. He gets it out to Bello, though. That's a good job to get that out of there. Francis gets 2. I really got to give Gasol some credit there to be able to get that ball out without a turnover as 2-point game. Conti with it, and he's got the off-ball play just set up, and Arenas with it on Bello. And Gill on Bello gets it into Durant, and KD misses. Gasol, nice defense in the rebound. We're down to under 2 minutes to go. And in this game 6, Francis has been the one dominating the ball here, but Bello with it, and in the crunch time, it's Bello for the tie. Iverson now drives in, blocked by Olowokandi, and up. Gasol is inside. Bello for the lead. Christian Bello, 1:20 to play. Iverson to Gill, and Conti is up and in, as that's a tie game. 111, a minute to play. Bello trying to get another ring to add to his already impressive resume early in his career. Bello with the screen from Gasol as he will lob it in. Gasol lead. 54 seconds to play. And Gasol looking for another ring on his too, as Iverson trying to get his first. Iverson screen. AI for 3. And no good. No good, AI. They let him take the shot. And Gasol for the 2. Score lead. Good. 32 seconds to play. AI runs it up the court. Iverson. And it's foul. And AI's got 32 on the game, but it is a missed free throw that really hurts. He hits the second to make it a 3-point game, but a missed free throw is brutal. I'll have to play the foul game here, and a missed from the Sixers. Bello is going to make his first. He's got 42. Can he go 2 for 2? Bello is in. 5-point game. And now just a few plays left. Gill, will they go for 3? Gill is up, in. That's 2. That's nice, but you have to play the foul game. It's Francis at the line. He makes the first. And Francis for a 5-point lead once again. And shot is good. So 4 for 4 on the free throws are the Grizzlies. No mistakes here. Iverson 2, Gill 3. That's huge. And now maybe the Sixers have a chance in this one. They'll get it to Curry for a free throw. Lester Curry, that ain't Steph, but he makes the first one. And the second one, good. And the Sixers are out of timeouts. Out into the corner. And no good on the 3. And the Sixers go down. The Grizzlies get to win a championship once again. Memphis led by Christian Bello, two-time champ, two-time MVP. And now Gasol and this squad get to celebrate. I mean, you look at some of the teams in the landscape here. I don't think you look at the team that's third best player is, you know, an old Steve Francis that's got Michael Olowokandi starting and you know, some of these other players. I mean, you look at the Clippers top to bottom, they're stronger. You look at that Sixers team that's really strong. You wonder, you know, how much heavy lifting is Christian Bello doing? No disrespect to Pau Gasol or any of them, but you could clearly see they're far from the most talented team, but they are winning it. And Bello three-peats an MVP, 33-10-7. Derrick Rose wins the Rookie of the Year, and LeBron with another Defensive Player of the Year. So LeBron's racking those up. The Sixers win 68 games, so they're going to be scary because you can imagine Kevin Durant has now taken another leap in his game. LeBron, though, a really nice season, and he's just getting outdone right now at this point in time by LeBron. LeBron no longer has a competent Shaq. He has, you know, some Celtic Shaq action going on right now. But Lakers are back here. No Shaq, speaking of, as it's just Kobe. But Kobe's got a new co-star, as he wasn't able, obviously, to go and get Pau Gasol like he did in real life. That's Bello's co-star. But how about Michael Redd on this Lakers team? They have Marcin Gortat as well at center. It's not the cleanest Laker team, but, you know, Michael Redd as a co-star ain't too bad, as Redd with the ball to Kobe. And Kobe up by one at this point in time. Bonner still on the team. He hits a three. And even though this is just a first-round series, hey, this is a Game 7 here. So, I mean, this one's been, you know, a bunch of close battles here, but round one, Bello, no good. So a Game 7, though, is huge, and Kobe just called for the ball in the backcourt a lot, and now gets it to Jamison, to Kobe, as he's going to try to drive in on Bello. No foul call, and Bello, he has the rebound up to Luther Head, laying, and he's no good. It gets blocked by Jamison. Gortat with the ball, as this team, Michael Redd, taking a lot of shots away from Kobe here, as Jamison leans in, and he's got the good matchup. But you can see, I mean, the who's who of starters that start on this Grizzlies team sometimes. I mean, we got Luther Head starting. I mean, it's just random players getting opportunities. No disrespect to them, but with some of these star-studded lineups that we see, Michael Olowokandi still here at center laying it in, but hey, he's doing his thing. So, I mean, hey, credit to him, I guess. But Steve Francis has kind of regressed to the point of being just a guy, really just a guy, even more than he was maybe before. But they get it up to Michael Redd, and Redd on Francis, pull it, and it's good. Lakers are up by 6. Bello needs it, no! And it might be a short title defense for the three-peat MVP Bello, as the Lakers really got him struggling here. Kobe with it inside. Gortat, fader, good. And Marcin Gortat has a nice shot for 8-point lead. Now Luther Head on Kobe, and Head is no. I don't know if we want to be giving him those touches there. I would prefer maybe one of the stars to get him. Bonner with it, pull up, and Bonner no good. All right, you need to get going though. You got to start scoring. 3 minutes to play, down by 8. Gasol to Bello to Francis, and out to Head, and to Gasol. They just can't find an open lane here. Can't find a space to get it out. Just get it to Bello for 3. No, Olowokandi rebounded in. All right, so it's a big one. They needed that. They needed to get some points. Now a stop is what they'll need. Derek Fisher with the ball, still on the Lakers as well. Redd to Hayes, and back to Kobe for 3. No good. And Olowokandi, Francis taking it up the court. Inside, Bello, lay in. 4-point game now. And here come the Grizzlies. Can the Lakers halt the rally attempt? As Kobe out, Hayes to Brian, as he's got it on Luther Head. Seems like the matchup they're going to want to attack here. as they got 3 seconds on the shot clock. Kobe has to pull a tough shot, and it's no good. All right, well, you can make it a one-score game here. Francis is going to hit Luther head. No, good on the 3. As Hayes gets the ball now out to Fisher, and time is going to start running down. Lakers can really be patient here. Couple ticks left on the shot clock. Red 3, no good. 1:20 to go, and a missed 3. Bello with the ball. And Bello is going to have that one inside. Now Gasol, double team coming over. He spins off and foul and 1. Gasol, what a play. He hits the free throw. It's a 1-point game as we hit the 1-minute mark. Fisher to Kobe, and double team out to Fisher to Red, and Bello back over. Nice defense. Red can't get anything on Bello. He's getting bodied. 2 seconds. Bello, no Red. Just had enough physicality there. 3-point lead now. Francis, almost a turnover there. Francis pull up mid-range, wide open. He's got it with 38 seconds to go. Kobe trying to close out this game 7. Gortat, it's no good. No good. 27 seconds to play. Bello, here's your chance to win it in game 7. They get to Francis. Who's going to be the one to take the shot? It's Luther head. 3, good. Oh, head. He got it. Not the one they'd expect, but the one shot they needed. Kobe now with 1 shot clock left to take the lead or to tie it up. It's obviously going to be him, and he's going to wait for the buzzer beater. 3, 2, 1. No good. Memphis wins it in game 7. And they'll move on to the next round. The title defense continues on. Luther Head, the hero today. You get to move on and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves, who, all right, Kevin Garnett's got a little bit of help. He's got Yao Ming next to him. The rest of the team ain't special, but Kevin Garnett and Yao Ming, are you kidding me? Well, the series, it's 2-2, and Yao Ming is helping Minnesota, but it is a 3-2 series right now as Bello near 35-point triple-double. In game 6, though, Minnesota, a double-digit victory, so we're going to be on to game 7, another one. You got to wonder if the Grizzlies, I mean, 2 game 7s back-to-back, and well, it's not looking too good right now. Game 7 in Minnesota, and it's 113 to 100. You're going to give them a little bit of a chance here since it is a game 7, but can Minnesota hold off the comeback attempt, or will it be another Grizzlies conference finals appearance as they get it out? Allen falls over, no good, but Yao Ming in 115-100. Gasol to Bello, 3, no good. And yeah, you're seeing how much of a struggle this is right now. 4:30 to go, Garnett, and this game could just be all sealed up. Another basket in, and it wasn't a very eventful final couple of minutes as Minnesota will knock home 2 free throws a bit later on and end up winning the game. I tried to at least play it out to see if it had a chance of happening, but Minnesota, they sweep in the semis, and they win the championship. Kevin Garnett and Yao Ming. And you want to talk about some disastrous team here? Look at poor LeBron. His second best player is Kyle Korver. Oh my goodness, LeBron might leave again. His contract is up after the season, so I'm not going to be surprised as we get to the end of the next year. LeBron wins MVP. He wins MVP going 31-11-7. He took the team that had their second best player as Kyle Korver. He took them to the playoffs. Credit to LeBron. He's actually hurt, though. That's the unfortunate thing. He got hurt right at the end of the season. This poor guy. Oh my goodness. As Bello also had a little bit of injury trouble. He's going to be okay, but he makes All-NBA third team rather than second team. As, yeah, LeBron made that Cavs team the 4 seed. So, yeah, deserving of most valuable player, but him being hurt is going to not bode well for them. As also, speaking of not boding well, taking on Tim Duncan, it's going to be a game 7 in round 1 again. Bello playing through injury. And in game 7, though, yeah, it looks like Memphis is going to be okay. So they win it here. But Bello having to play through injury and play through game 7 is a little brutal. Now, Golden State back at it. And this is a team now where, I mean, Steve Nash is still getting a little bit better. He's at his highest overall, and Dwight Howard is also closer to his prime. 3-1 Warrior lead, and in game 5, the Grizzlies are going to have a nice victory there. It was a high-scoring fourth quarter. Lou Williams and Nick Young are on the Grizzlies, so they got some firepower on the team at least. So here we go. Game 6, down 3-2. Can this team find their way back to another conference finals? It's an interesting shuffling of the deck here with the roster. Still Gasol, still Bello, hop, step in. But with some offensive firepower to maybe keep up with now more modern age basketball here as we're heading into the 2010s now, so we're gonna have to start evolving with the game here. Lou Williams is a great addition. Nick Young is also an interesting pickup as well. Young lay, but no, he gets the foul call though, and Memphis up 112-106 after that free throw, and the second one is good. So this Warriors team as well is also just so good. They've been one of the best in the league for years and years, and just your only worry is how long Steve Nash is still going to be, you know, high level point guard Steve Nash, and can it coincide with the rest of this team getting a championship run here as a foul on the other end is going to lead to some Warrior free throws. Tinsley, he's got 10 assists on the game as well, so a little double-double for him. Lou Will to Bello. Bello's streak of MVPs coming to an end here, and probably because he hasn't had to score 33 points a game with the additions on this team, as Bello is trying to work on Jason Richardson, and he does get in, spinning his way to the paint as Richardson out on the perimeter. Three-pointer is good. And a 4-point game. Warriors, can they close out the series here? Pull off a bit of a comeback. 4 minutes to go. As McGlure with it, and he gets it out to Williams. Lou Will, he misses, but Gasol with the rebound, and good. And Steve Nash taking it up the court on the other end, gets it out to Jason Richardson. I mean, feels like Jason Richardson always has the big playoff games when we face him, as Dwight Howard lays it in. And Nick Young on the other end, as they get the screen off of ball. Williams gets a screen now on ball, and they get a foul call. It's a little too much there, as Dwight with the ball. He's playing through injury, so that's maybe what's working to our advantage here. Martin will have it, and Collison, Nick Collison with the block, but they call a foul. So another addition on this team is Nick Collison, and you know, it's nice to see at least this team trying to move past the whole Steve Francis, Michael Olowokandi, and Speedy Claxton, and just guys, and give them some, you know, more effective playmakers here, as Bello inside with the dunk. As, yeah, I mean, you can't just rely on Bello to score 33 every season. You need some offensive firepower. You need someone else who can drop you 10 to 15. It's Collison with nice defense there, and Memphis gets another stop with the ball. 5-point lead, 2.5 to go, and Lou Will out to Collison, who's a little banged up here, but Collison is going to get the off-ball screen to Bello, and Bello with the ball. Bello around Dunleavy, finishes in one. He's got now 42 in the game. And Christian Bello, and when you need him most, he comes up big, as Nash with the lay-in. 6-point game right now, as time is still on the side of Memphis, as they are going to have Bello pull up, and no good, but Gasol put back. And I really feel like Dwight Howard being banged up here is hurting a lot. I don't know what the injury is exactly, but I mean, he is not being as aggressive inside, probably because of the injuries. You can see the rebounding difference, 45 to 29. Pau Gasol dominating on the boards especially. And I think really that's just been the difference here. Dwight Howard was fully healthy. Lou Will for three is good. But if Dwight Howard was healthy, you might be looking at a different story here. 11-point lead for the Warriors to overcome. Nash misses a three. And it might be wraps for this one. Lou Will with the ball. And I feel like now with a minute to go, yeah, it's just about over. But how about add on to it? Bello, three! Dagger if it wasn't already over. Game over now, 133-116. Bello 45, 10, 6. A steal, a block. And in game 7, as much as I would have loved for it to be a competitive, big-time matchup here, just wasn't, unfortunately. 120-107, and the Warriors win it. Bello has a rough day, and that is just unfortunate as the Warriors win the championship. Steve Nash, a cool little 20 and 11 for a finals MVP. And I thought that this could be coming. It is. LeBron has moved teams. Literally the same year he did in real life. He did not go to the Heat, though. He went to the Suns. Pau Gasol, Lou Will, and company there. But look at the team LeBron gets to play with. ISO Joe, Eric Bledsoe, Brooke Lopez, and Bargnani in this universe has become pretty good. So credit to LeBron for having a nice team. This ain't quite Bosh and Wade, but pretty good. As John Wall wins Rookie of the Year, Lamar Odom's just been racking up 6 Man of the Years, and LeBron wins another Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, and LeBron didn't go to the Heat because the Heat just won 62 games, so I don't think they really needed him right now. As you could always use LeBron, but you could see Bello, his points per game has now kind of sunk to the 26-27 mark. LeBron not needing to carry as much of a burden, down to 24 points a game, and it's really just about having enough of a supporting cast as the Grizzlies in round 1 sweep, and the Suns, meanwhile, they didn't even make the playoffs. Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened there, but all right, we'll focus on the Grizzlies, but 3-2 series right now, and Grizzlies up as the Clippers. We've run into them a couple of times. I don't know what happened with the Suns. I have to imagine some injuries popped up or something. But the Clippers are going to run away with Game 6 and push it to Game 7. A lot of Game 7s here. There's just been a lot of them. As we will head into action here. We actually can see the time on the scoreboard now. What a relief. You can see there's 6.5 minutes to go. And Memphis is up 95-90. Nick Young at the line, and he'll hit a free throw. How about 2? You can still see a familiar face here, Shawn Marion on this team. He's been on this team for years. He won that championship a couple of years back. Leandro Barbosa on this team as well. J.R. Smith was also somebody on that team a few years back. They got Mike Miller in the corner. Smith trying to get in, and Bello, nice defense, and they come in with the putback. Good. As we see a 4-point game. Lou Will gets the screen. Not a great one. They lob inside. Shaw. I don't know who the heck Shaw is, but hey, nice job getting that bucket there. As Baron Davis also still on this team. So this is still a mostly intact team. I don't see Elton Brand, though, which is the guy who won the finals MVP for them when they did win the title. So I don't see him, and I believe Al Harrington was the other player. Don't see him either, but still you got Baron Davis, Shawn Marion, you got J.R. Smith, Mike Miller. Still a pretty well-rounded team as the swat out of bounds. And they'll go back to get the possession. 5 seconds to go. Bello drives it inside on Marion, and Bello off target. Shaw with the rebound. Out to Young, and now to Lou Will. That's a deep 3, but it's good. Lou Will. 9-point game. Oh, there's Al Harrington. Okay, he is on the team. He's just hurt. So is it just no Elton Brand on the team? As they go J.R. Smith with the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Smith pulls in, and maybe a reckless shot there as it wasn't exactly open, but no good. Bello drives it. Hey, got it. And Bello has them up by 11 in Game 7. I don't know if you exactly want to replace Elton Brand with Zaza Pachulia, but hey, you do you, Clippers. As J.R. Smith to Davis. And Baron Davis driving in and one. As there's still time for them. There's 4 minutes, so there is time for them to pull this off. 8-point game, though. Lou Will out to Young. It's a little bit of space for Shaw to catch it outside the perimeter. Don't know if he can really shoot threes. I got Chris Humphries on the court as well. This is a weird depth team as Nick Young got some space, and a three is good. So nice to have some shooters on this team for a change, as J.R. Smith is responding with a three of his own. And Williams taking it back up. Bello is just going to stay off ball here and finally get it now. Marion has been a guy who has had many matchups on him. Bello just couldn't get enough space there, but he finds Young inside. That's a nice play from Bello. 3 minutes to go. And with no Gasol out here, also, I haven't seen Gasol. I don't know if he's just hurt or fouled out or something, but yeah, just no Gasol, but no problem. Chris Humphries with the rebound. And 3 to go. And I think it's starting to fall apart for the Clippers because Bello, there you go. 3-pointer is good. 13-point game. And J.R. Smith has just been trying to carry this team offensively. Fouled, no good, but he will make 1 free throw and make 2. No, he doesn't make the second one. 12-point game, 2 minutes to go. Inside, Nick Young, good. And yeah, 14-point game. That ends up doing it. Nick Young drops 38. Bello drops 31. And they're on to the conference finals. Warriors again. A little rematch against Nash and a still ascending Dwight Howard, as a 2-1 series lead for the Grizzlies turns to 3-1. And here you go, Grizzlies, you have your chance to make it back to the finals, as the Warriors will win Game 5 and make it 3-2. How about Game 6 now? And it's a 15-point loss. Warriors win it again. We're on to another Game 7. Will this one be closer than it was last year? Last year was a dominant one, and unfortunately, it was dominant again. And the Warriors are winning the conference again. And this is not a Curry, Clay, Draymond. This is a just super fun Nash and Dwight duo with a well-rounded team around them. Bulls, I believe, Dwayne Wade's still there, makes it to the finals, but the Warriors win it again. And he got a full prime Dwight Howard, 29 and 14 for finals MVP. Going to the next season with minimal changes. Dwayne Wade wins an MVP. So yeah, he's still on the Bulls. He's got 2 finals appearances now. And Tim Duncan wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jeff Teague, Most Improved. As, yeah, the Suns now starting to really click, as them and LeBron are doing great. But LeBron is banged up. Fortunate for him. I don't know what happened in that first year Phoenix. I just have to assume injuries just ran through them. But both Bello and LeBron, pretty great numbers. Typical stuff from them that you've come to just be used to. And for a 3rd straight year, it's Grizzlies Warriors. This time it's in the first round, so a tough matchup on both sides. And the Grizzlies are going to win that one. But right now, it is a 3-2 series, and the Warriors might be pulling this one off again. The only thing that has stopped Bello from maybe getting another finals appearance, another ring, so far it really just has been Nash and Dwight somehow, someway pulling it off, and they might knock him out for another season. As Dwight inside, Dwight Howard, how about a 13-point lead with under 5 minutes to play? Gasol, at this point in his career, he's still a good player. He's just not, you know, maybe a preferred co-star. You have Hughes on the team now. Lou Will still here. Gasol inside, good. You have Brad Miller at center. I mean, this Grizzlies team is less than ideal. Howard! Oh, he just took him out of bounds. But Lou Will has now stepped up as maybe the team's 2nd best player. Bello, what a dog! Oh, he just knocked him over too. Jason Richardson hits the deck. And Nick Young hyping him up on the bench. All right, Dwight Howard, though, with the ball. Maybe that's the spark you need to make the comeback here. Ellis with the ball as, yeah, this Grizzlies team, that's a slam from Dwight. This Grizzlies team drafted Monte Ellis. They let him go. He just maybe never developed into the player they wanted, but he's on the Warriors where he ended up in real life. So I mean, another player that maybe was a missed opportunity there for the Grizzlies. They could have developed Monte Ellis. He could have been something for him. And now you're down by 11. 3.5 to go. Miller to Gasol to Hughes. Mid-range, right at the free throw line. No good. Gasol can't grab the rebound. And it's really looking like it might be over here. Nash in the corner. Steve Nash, no good. And you hope that posterizer could have been a spark that they needed, but they're going to need a whole lot more than just a flashy dunk to come out on top here. Lou Will on Nash. Can you get up by him? No, but just no one really getting a lot of movement here. Not a lot of... I don't know. There's just not a lot of stuff here. I mean, look at the team. Like, Powell is old. You got Brad Miller and it's just not a team that is maybe what you want to see in 2011. I think is the year we're in. It's just maybe not ideal. Maybe I'm just being disrespectful to the roster, but it's not ideal. As Bello also just isn't touching the ball as much as he should. A lot of Lou Williams touches, which he's cool and all, but Bello's your 3-time MVP. You gotta let him work like that. But 2 minutes ago, an 11-point game. I got to imagine you don't get a stop here and a stop on the next couple of possessions. It's probably wraps for you as Nash inside. Oh, nice job to at least stop that one because Dwight had a open path to the rim. That would have been easy for him. Inside to Bello. Bello, good. All right, 109-100. Nash is going to go kick it out. Monte Ellis off target. All right, you got 2 stops. Can you get 2 scores off the back of it? Gasol on Dwight. I don't love it. And out to Williams. Williams gets the screen. Lou will in. 7-point game with a minute to go. Maybe it can happen. Richardson to Nash. Can you get a 3rd stop? Just one possession at a time. Nash is going to not pass. He's going to go for the shot. It's no good. All right, Memphis, 53 seconds. Can you do it? 3 stops. Can you get a 3rd score? Bello going inside. Bello, good. That's 3 stops, 3 scores, 44 seconds, a 5-point game, and the full court presses come out. Nash is going to get it to Howard, and they foul Dwight. Not bad to foul Dwight, but can he hit those free throws? He hits one, and the second one is good, and that could be it, unless he can maybe hit a 3 here. As they will almost turn it over. Lou will, though, with the ball inside. Miller fouled. You got to hit both of these, though. Miller, one good. Second one is also good. You just got to hope for a turnover. Something here. Ellis fouled. All right, Monte Ellis to the line. Ellis misses the first. And Ellis now hits the second, but that's 1 back if you can go and get a score. You're out of timeouts, though, it looks like, so that's an issue. But Williams is going to go out, almost turn it over, but it actually works in his favor. Williams and one! Can it hit that? Yes, it can. It's a 1-score game. It's possible. 23 seconds. Ellis fouled again. He missed one last time. And he hits the first. The second is good. And they do have a timeout. All right, so they didn't burn it last possession. They burned it this possession. Lou Williams with the ball, 20 seconds to play. Got to score again. And Lou Williams does. And we're back to a 3-point game. All right, who you get it to this time? Will it be Nash? That'd probably be ideal, but they want to make sure Nash doesn't get the ball. They get it to Monte again. And Monte Ellis at the line. He misses the first. Monte misses. And now a 3-point game, 15 seconds to go. 1 free throw for the 2-score lead. Ellis is... It's no good! No good! It's now a 1-score game with the ball in Memphis' possession. Monte Ellis has missed 3 free throws. He's got a possession to try to pull this one off. Bello is maybe going to go for the 2 now. He does. And they're going to play the free throw game again to try to hope that they can get it to Monte Ellis for a miss. They get it to Monte, and Monte Ellis is missing another free throw. He missed his 4th, and they are just going to have 1 possession to pull this off. Ellis hits the second. but it's a 2-point game. Here's your chance. Bello, no timeouts. Bello to keep it alive. Bello, 3, 2, 1. Pause. No good. And you played it as well as you could have. You got the free throw misses, and it just wasn't enough. Now LeBron takes on the Warriors, and to stop a potential Warrior dynasty here, LeBron gets it done. So, you know, the same but different for LeBron and the Warriors, as Bron, #1 seed Suns, 3-1. 4-1 win it. They take on the Raptors, and LeBron toe is still maybe in full effect here, as it's now 2-2, 3-2. LeBron wins with the Suns, so he's got a ring in Cleveland, he's got a ring in Phoenix, and now, interesting, Christian Bello, it's his turn to leave. LeBron captures a ring on a new team, and Bello says, I'm tired of playing with Brad Miller and washed Pau Gasol by this point. I want to play somewhere else. He joins with Brandon Roy to go onto the Milwaukee Bucks. They also have Carlos Boozer, Devin Harris, Pekovic, Kenneth Faried, Danny Granger. It's a much deeper team than what he's had in Memphis, and a co-star like Brandon Roy sounds like a lot of fun. Kevin Durant, by this point, full-fledged prime of his career, 30 points a game. Anthony Davis is here as a Rookie of the Year. You can kind of see where we're getting to at that point of the time, as Drew Holiday's averaging 20 a game now, and Brandon Roy, first team All-NBA, him and Bello make it. LeBron's second team, but LeBron now coming off a championship. We're in, you know, a decade into their careers at this point, and yeah, this is just, it's his time, Bello, to go and try to win a championship on another team just like LeBron did. As Bello averaged roughly 30, he's got the 1 seed, and against the Bobcats, yeah, how about a 4-0 sweep? Second round, we'll have them going up against what maybe is the Pacers. Yes, LeBron wins as well. So Bucks Pacers, 2-0 Milwaukee. How about 6-0 in the playoffs? They finally drop one here. Pacers make it 2-2. And now 3-2 Milwaukee. We go to the Simcast, and Milwaukee looks like they're gonna run away with this one. Yes, they do. Double-digit win, and Brandon Roy drops 34 for it. And now you go and take on Dwayne Wade and the Bulls. Wade, Tyson Chandler have been linked together for their whole career, and Wade has brought some, you know, not so crazy teams to the championship, but I mean, for this Milwaukee team, they go down 2-0, and if you want to know why, well, it's because Christian Bello missed the first 2 games of the series due to injury. He's now back here for Game 3, but is it too late? Is it too late for him? He's down 2-0. Danny Granger for 3 is good. Trying to come back here from 2-0 down on the road as well, and that's how it's going to be a brutal comeback series if he's going to pull this one off. Wade inside and good. But we've seen these two battle in a championship before. Wade and Bello early in their careers. Now a chance at a championship appearance again. Wade has made 2, lost 2. And Bello, he's got 2 rings of his own that he did win, as Wade inside gets it swatted into the hands of Tyson Chandler, and it's good. 105, 103, 2:30 to go. Barea, JJ Barea on this team, gets it to Pekovic, and Pekovic on Chandler. Fades in, good. Tie game. I like the team that's put together here for the Bucks. I mean, you got Bello, Danny Granger, Brandon Roy, Pekovic. Is that PJ Tucker as a role player too? And I mean, yeah, it's just a very nice, deep team. I really like what they got going on here, as we don't even have Bello on the court right now, probably still nursing the injury. Brandon Roy just takes a big shot and misses, but Bello banged up, maybe foul trouble, I don't fully know. I would have to imagine he's either hurt or fouled out. But speaking of fouls, that's an off-ball foul for Tyson Chandler, as Brandon Roy captaining the ship here, as Roy is inside to Pekovic. Pekovic, and no good. Chandler with the rebound. And the Bulls, if you go up 3-0, it's basically wraps here, as the Bulls miss. Tucker to Pekovic. And now back to Tucker to Roy. Brandon Roy, can he captain the ship? to a championship. Roy out to Granger, and Granger gets the screen. Granger to Harris, Devin Harris, 3 for the lead, minute to go. Harris got a double-double in this one as Wade drives it inside, pull back, and all behind the back. Wade, still as magical as ever. Roy with 44 seconds to go, 1-point lead, out to Tucker, and Tucker to Granger. Danny Granger misses. And Chandler with the rebound. This is the 30 seconds that will, I really feel like, define this series. Wade takes the lead. The difference between 3-0 and 2-1. Monumental 1-point game, and no bellow as Roy up and in. Brandon Roy. There we go. As I get it to Wade. 16 seconds. I think they're just going to hold for one shot. Dwayne Wade. I mean, to almost certainly punch your ticket to an NBA championship. Dwayne Wade drives it inside, pull up mid-range, no good! And Dwayne Wade is not able to get it done. Bello played 31 minutes, had to nurse the injury, I think got into foul trouble. He still played pretty admirably with the circumstances here, but we go on to the next one. Brandon Roy to Bello. He's out here, and I think he's good to go. Bello inside. Oh my goodness, Brandon Bass hits the deck, and he goes down. What a dunk. 3-point game. Thomas, 3, no good. Harris with the rebound, and Harris takes it up the court. And he's just going to wait for Bello. There we go, Bello. I mean, working on Brandon Bass. Oh, no-look pass. Look at Bello. What a playmaker he is. I mean, Bello, there's just nothing he can't do. He plays good defense. He passes well. He rebounds well. He shoots the ball amazingly. And Bello with the rebound there off the miss. Bello out to Tucker. And PJ Tucker getting a lot of run here. JJ Barea as well. And Barea in. There you go, Brandon Roy. As it's nice to also have a guy like Brandon Roy who, again, no disrespect to a guy like Gasol, but Brandon Roy on any given night could drop 30, could drop 40. Pau Gasol wasn't exactly doing that. He was, a low 20-point per game scorer, but he wouldn't take over the scoring. Very rarely would he do it. Bello had to do it himself, and he got it there for 3. But, yeah, I mean, it's nice to have 2 guys who can go and average 25 to 30 points in one game, as that's a huge shot from the Bulls. Granger as well. I mean, that's also the thing. Granger can hit 3s. He can go and pop off for 20 a night if he wants to. Brandon Roy inside. Out to Harris. Harris can go and score a little bit if you want to. Bello, step back mid-range. That was pretty. And that's a nice shot. Bello, I think, the offense opening up, the more spacing that he is getting, I really think is letting him showcase his skills a little bit differently here as a shot up is good. Nice one from the Bulls. You can see a lot more 3s being taken here as Roy is going to get the screen from Harris. Roy is going to go to Bello. Deep 2. Bello again. And Milwaukee letting him be a lot more of a jump shooter. We love to see it too because he does it so well. 3.5 to go. Robertson with the ball. And he's driving in on Roy. Roy doing a good job for the moment, but he eventually gets around him. Foul. All right, well, he draws 2 at the line, and he will hit the first. Second one, no good. So Milwaukee still up by 5. Pekovic with the ball. And out into the corner, Granger. Granger to Harris. Harris is working and gets him up on the pump fake, and Tyson Chandler fooled there, and he gets the lay in as Huertas with the ball outside the perimeter. Screen, Brandon Bass gets it out to him. Bass wide open mid-range, and that's just too easy there as a 5-point game once again. Harris down the court quick, and Bello in. They got him sleeping there. 7-point game once again. And maybe the tides are turning in this series. Bello healthy, and a foul, and 1. Huge for the Bulls. They needed that one. Tyson Chandler will hit the free throw. 118, 114. But can the tides really change in this series if you get it done here? What a 2-2 series it would be. as like it was just so close from being 3-0, and now for it to actually be all knotted up, all even, all a chance to go to the NBA championship. Ariza, Bass, another screen. He got wide open last time on a mid-range, and they're going to leave him again. This time he drives in. I mean, if you're going to lose to Brandon Bass, let it happen. You don't want Dwayne Wade being the one to beat you. You don't want Tyson Chandler to be the one to beat you. If it's Brandon Bass, then so be it. Bello, 3! Bello, no good. And Tyson with the rebound. Up the court, out in the corner, Ariza. And Trevor Ariza just standing in the corner, gives it to Bass, back to Ariza. 1:12 to go. Robertson is driving. It's back out to Huertas. Pull up, and they ran out of time on the shot clock. Couldn't find a good look. And now Harris inside. Bello! 6-point game. And the time for the Bulls is running out, and the momentum might be flipped into the favor of the Bucks in this series. Robertson is inside Brandon Bass, and Brandon Bass is coming up big right now. 4-point game, but just 38 seconds to play. Roy has got it, and Roy, they come up with the double team, but Brandon Roy doesn't care. He gets it to Granger. It's good. 30 seconds to go in a 6-point game. And yeah, might be wraps for this one unless they can hit a big shot here. You can maybe play the free throw game. Maybe you can get a turnover. But regardless, you need to put points up on the board on this possession, or it's done. Ariza for 3. That's tight coverage. No good. Game finished. And the Bucks win it. How about that? You go down 2-0. Bello hurt. Bello in some foul trouble in the next game, but he comes out here. They win the game again. 11-point victory. And Bello 36, 5-7 in this one. And in the next one, how about just flipping it on its head? 4 wins in a row in the Bucks. Can they get that 4th in a row? Yes, they can. And the final closeout game was a dominant victory by 16. Bello for 44. And here we go. We've been maybe waiting all video for this. LeBron, Bello, finals, matched up against each other. I would say I think the Bucks are the better team here. LeBron has Bargnani, and I know it's Bargnani, so, like, you know, it's hard to erase the preconceived notion, but he's become an 20-point per game All-NBA, All-Star player on this, you know, in this universe. So Bargnani is great. ISO Joe is on this team doing his thing, but Bargnani's getting slammed down by Bello. It's 94-95. This is just game 1. I wanted to get a little taste of what this series will look like because I don't know how many close games we're going to get. I at least want to see these guys square off one time and see how it looks. 97-94. You don't know if you'll ever get these two matching up in the finals. You thought maybe it could happen. They've been on the opposite conferences basically the entire time. Brandon Roy, mid-range, no good. It's just really interesting. Both of them have won a couple of MVPs. Both of them have a couple of championships. Both of them have appeared in championship games, obviously, a number of times. It's just they've never crossed paths until 10 years into their career. And on their second team. It's just funny how that happens. Every year where one makes it, the other doesn't. Every year where one wins MVP, they don't cross paths on the other side of things. Like, it's just crazy how that has happened. And that's a foul. And Brook Lopez on this Suns team as well. So it's a nice team spacing-wise for LeBron. Brook Lopez, Bargnani, both of them can shoot. And you also have, you know, LeBron obviously just creating that space. Joe Johnson. It is an interesting fit here, but I think that's also fine as well. It's not a very clogged paint, so you go and you get LeBron in a bunch of shooters out there. Yeah, it's going to be really good as a couple of blocks and turnovers back and forth. Pekovic out in front, and Pekovic lays it in. 97-96. 4 minutes to go. Joe Johnson, LeBron, Bello, LeBron, and 1. And LeBron has hit, and a free throw is good. One player we haven't seen much of for the Bucks is Carlos Boozer, but he's out there. I think he might have been hurt. But yeah, Carlos Boozer is here as well. So, I mean, this is just a really good Bucks team, and this is a really well-constructed team for LeBron. So, will the talent win out, or will the, maybe the better, like, constructed team for LeBron win out, because he's got all those spacing and all that shooting, as Brandon Roy in good. 102, 103 minutes to go. Joe Johnson with it. Out to Russell. 3 is good. 105, 100. Brandon Roy is turning it over. LeBron with the steal. Up to Johnson, spinning. Johnson lays it in. And a 7-point lead now. Bello with it. Screen on Pekovic. It's going to be Bello for 3. No good. Pekovic can't grab the board. And Johnson with it. Out. It's Russell again. It's no good this time. He hit the 3 last one, but not for the 10-point lead. As Boozer inside. They needed that. 5-point game. LeBron working on Bello here. This is the matchup we want to see in the finals. LeBron. It's good. Just so hard to stop him one-on-one with an open paint like that. Harris has got it. 7-point game, and he turns it over. Couple of turnovers from the other players. Russell to Johnson. And ISO Joe is going to want that ISO. Here he goes. He's dancing on Roy. He's got one-on-one. He's trying to go inside. He can't find space. Brandon Roy's playing good defense, but they draw the foul. And, man, it might be over here in this one. 8-point game with a minute to go. Make it a 9-point game now. So, Brandon Roy, Bello, you gotta lock it here if you want to go and take home game 1 at home. That's the big thing here. You don't want to lose home court advantage. Bello, no good. And the Suns just are ready to wrap this one up. As LeBron, I would imagine double digits would get it done here. If you get that lead, Brook Lopez into Bargnani on Harris. It's a bad matchup for Harris, but Bello comes over and plays nice defense. It's now or never for game 1. As Boozer, I think he had Pekovic cutting inside, didn't want to hit it. Instead, they go Bello. Lay is no good. And that is probably it. LeBron, how about for good measure? Inside Bargnani. And that's game. Bello has actually a really rough game. 9 of 20, 24, 7 and 5. And in game 2, LeBron and the Suns win it. Brandon Roy 26, Bello 23, Pekovic 21, but not enough. Bucks, game 3, down 2-0. They were against the Bulls. They wound up winning 4 in a row. Now with a victory here, 2-1 series. Bello goes for 34 to knot it up. 2-2, 10-point lead. They're going to pull it off. And even though the Suns' late comeback attempt, it was not good enough. It's a 2-2 series now. Suns in the 4th quarter, dominating this one. And a 22-point victory. LeBron goes for 39. As now we're in the closeout. It's Phoenix at home and a now 3-2 series. LeBron was able to halt the potential 4 in a row, much like it was in the conference finals. And now 98-94, a chance for LeBron to capture another ring. As Harris out, he's going to drive inside, and it's in 1. So now Harris knocks home the free throw. LeBron, if we're going to, compare these two at the very end, having a ring over the other one, that goes a long way to win the head-to-head. So, this could be the only time they match up in a proper series, at least maybe in the prime of their careers. And it's Bargnani. Oh, look at that. He takes it away, all the way for the coast-to-coast steal and dunk. Hey, that's good, defense from Bargnani. Not something you usually hear. As Bello, he's got it on Russell. 5-point game, 3.5 to go. Bello, who's had maybe one of his more rough series, as Harris, 3 is good. But you can see Bello's had some nice games, but like Bello in the playoffs usually is dropping 30 and 40. As Bargnani over, no good. But game 1, he shot under 50%. He had a couple of games where he's just been kind of just putting up 20, which is nice and all, but, not to the standard of his other playoff series. It's definitely been a step back. And, you know, we expect these kind of superhuman performances from Bello where he's putting up 40-point triple-doubles. And now that he's not against LeBron, it's going to put some questions out there as, like, head-to-head. LeBron's maybe got him here. But he can shut that up with a victory here to push things to Game 7. Bello! And it's a shot like that that he needs to hit. He got bailed out with the putback. But if he pushes it to Game 7, takes out LeBron, makes the comeback down 2-0, down 3-2, and wins, closes it out, we can maybe talk about how Bello got his number. But right now, Phoenix up by 2. Granger turns it over. No, Johnson inside to LeBron. Foul by Bello and 1. LeBron got the free throw. No good. LeBron misses the free throw. 4-point game still. Boozer to Harris. And Harris is driving in. Nice behind the back, and it's Harris and 1. And hey, respect to Devin Harris for what he's doing in this game. He's having a heck of a quarter. He misses the free throw, unfortunately, and as Joe Johnson, LeBron almost just slammed it on Granger. Oh my goodness, he missed that dunk, but that would have been insane. And now another turnover as Russell pull-up 3. No, Granger with the rebound. Boozer is gonna have it inside. Another turnover. And the Bucks keep turning it over. Now it's a jump ball as Pekovic got a hand in there. It's Pekovic and Bargnani. Jump ball. Suns win it. James. LeBron on Bello. LeBron is trying to get inside. He gets around, but he steps out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. And now at 50 seconds, inside Pekovic, we're tied up. We're tied up with 45 seconds to play. LeBron trying to undo that mistake as he's going to go inside. No stepping out of bounds here. He's just going to put it up, and he gets a foul and 1. And LeBron flexing on him, and he's got the free throw. No good again. He misses another free throw, though, and it's a 2-point game again still. Pekovic with 30 seconds to go. Harris has been their best hand in this quarter. Harris, 3-pointer. You got 23 seconds to go. Russell on the inbound. Gets it to James, who gotta have to imagine he's taking the shot. LeBron, no good. A Jinka rebound. And now back to Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson to close it out. He's gonna go. And Johnson to Bargnani to Russell. No good. And they don't have LeBron touch it there at the end. Bello, another rough game though. 16 points. He shot 6 of 15. Regardless of how it happens though, we're in Game 7. And LeBron versus Bello. Bello maybe having his worst series of his career. Bargnani good. But 107-105. Harris to Singleton, who is a banged up player right now. Pekovic with the ball as Granger. Harris on the court. Bello waiting to come back in. Harris with it. And Singleton. It's no good, but a rebound and in. Pekovic. Pekovic has also had some nice plays here, but LeBron just waiting in the... He was waiting in the post forward at first, but now they tried to lob it to him, and the lob almost went in, and then Lopez got it. That was a wacky play, but all right, lead for the Suns. All these games right here at the very end, just so close here. Game 6 and Game 7, really close. Harris has got it. He's continuing his hot hand. Devin Harris is going to go down and like just Bucks history if they pull this one off. As that's Joe Johnson missing a 3. Harris with the rebound. And Devin Harris is going to lose the ball. Jared Jack picks it up. He's got LeBron striking in, but he doesn't do that. He gets a foul instead from Bello. Man, you got Jared Jack and LeBron driving in. Jared Jack says, I'm going to take it myself. That's crazy. Harris is going to have Bello on the outside for LeBron to cover him. Bello tries to get it in, and LeBron just out-muscles him, and it's another miss. Man, this is crazy that Bello's had his worst career series, and Bargnani for a 2-score lead. Oh no, Bello, it's a turnover from Harris. He tried to get it to Bello, he couldn't. LeBron for 3. LeBron's got him for 7 points on top. 4 minutes to go. And man, the narrative to be written here, if the Suns close it out, Bello, he wants to respond. Three-pointer good. Bello, nice response. And that was huge for now Russell with the ball. 4-point game. And Russell is going to get it to Braun. And on Pekovic, he's going to spin off and no good. Pekovic with the defense. Nice job as Pekovic to Bello. Bello's got Brook Lopez on him. He should be able to get around pretty easily here as Bello tries to go baseline, gets it into Boozer. Boozer 3 seconds and he turns it over. Man, Boozer just sat in the paint too long and now the Suns have it. Russell is driving it. Now it's going to be good. Russell, what a nice shot. It was difficult, but hits it. 6-point game. 3 minutes to go, and Boozer turns it over. LeBron, coast to coast. He doesn't slam it, he just lays it in. But man, I feel like Boozer especially maybe has just turned the ball over a lot. But the Suns are in all the passing lanes right now. Bello over LeBron, gets it in. 6-point game, just under 2.5 minutes to go. You need some stops badly as Bello trying to get something on LeBron Bargnani on the screen. And Braun gets enough space, gets it out in the corner. Russell misses. 2 minutes to go. Pekovic up to Boozer. And Boozer, can he hold on to the ball here? He's going to put a shot up, and it's no good. He is just getting locked up as Johnson to LeBron in the corner. And Braun might have just daggered him for a 9-point lead. Harris hits the 2, but it might not be enough. You need a lot to go your way here in the final minute and a half. Johnson to Bargnani. Boozer trying to get a stop, and he finally gets something to go his way as he gets the rebound. And out to Harris, to Bello. You need points probably from here on out on these possessions. And trying to take it on LeBron. Bello now turns it over. Russell with the ball and lays it in. 9-point game. And just too many turnovers from the Bucks. Harris in. But man, 7-point game with a minute to go. You're busting up the full court press now as they get it out. Braun, that's a turnover. Boozer gets it. Bello swatted it. Bello draws the foul. And they finally get one to go their way for a turnover, as you're not going to win the turnover battle, but maybe if you get a couple here, you have their chance. You get both your free throws good. 50 seconds to go, 5-point game. Russell with it as LeBron's already hit 2 threes as Bargnani hits that one. 7-point game. You needed a stop as Harris now almost takes that 3. Boozer gets blocked at a foul. All right, so Boozer misses the free throw. And Boozer hits the second, but 1 point's not enough. You need more than that. Down by 6, 40 seconds to play. Can you force another turnover here? No. Russell with it as gotta get it out. And Johnson to Bargnani. LeBron wide open. Good. And that's game. The Suns win it. LeBron is going to have a back-to-back championship victory for the Suns, and he does it after taking out Bello, who had a much better game. 31, 6, and 5. 2 steals and a block just was not enough. Too little, too late. I mean, if you had some better performances earlier on, you might have been able to get it done. But for LeBron, 2 rings here in Phoenix and a Finals MVP, which makes it all the more crazy that he leaves Phoenix after the rings and he goes to New Orleans. I really don't know why, but hey, he's going to be joined by Brook Lopez as well. They have Greg Oden, Paul Millsap, Corey Maggette, Tyreek Evans. It's an okay team. I mean, especially if you have Greg Oden there, who's, you know, an all-star caliber center, as Kevin Durant wins MVP. But hey, you win some rings in Phoenix and then you bolt. Good on you, I suppose. Dwight Howard's winning Defensive Player of the Year. Damian Lillard is here winning Most Improved. So, you know, we're starting to get into, you know, you see Curry, Durant is now perennial like MVP. You see, I mean, Yao Ming's still doing his thing. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose. So, you know, starting to see some of the more modern players here. We're in 2014 now. Both of them averaged 25 a game, LeBron and Bello did. And, well, can LeBron win a ring in now New Orleans? Hey, that would be very much like what LeBron did in real life. Win a ring in 3 different spots. LA, Cleveland, and Miami. Can he do it in Phoenix, Cleveland, and New Orleans? Which would be pretty dang impressive, I'd say. Especially since he'd be doing it without Bosh and without Wade. He'd be doing it with, doing it with Shaq. But, more like Heat Shaq. And he'd be doing it with, Bargnani and Joe Johnson. So, I'd say that's a little bit more impressive than doing it with Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving and Wade and Bosh. I think that's pretty impressive. We focus on the Bucks, though, who are taking on MVP Durant and taking them down by 19 points to win the series in Game 7. Now taking on Orlando in round 2. How about 2-0? How about 3-0? How about 4-0? And sweeping their way to take on this team. And this is a nuts team. How about prime James Harden with DeMarcus Cousins, who I would also say probably prime DeMarcus Cousins, who, doesn't suffer a bunch of injuries. But, hey, the Bucks are taking care of business right now. How about a 49-point victory? Are you kidding me? This Bucks team, I think they're out for some vengeance here because they did not get the job done. And Christian Bello, now we're pointing at you and saying, well, who's better? Is it you or LeBron? And I think he wants to prove that it is him. He's the better one. And he is dominating the Harden and Cousins nets, who also have Danny Green, Goran Dragic. This is a good team. A good team that I guess just stood no chance as Milwaukee wins this one as well by 10. So they get to celebrate on the Nets home court a conference championship victory. They really just throttled this team. That's crazy. And they get a matchup. How about LeBron? Again, this time, though, with a different supporting cast. It's Bello versus Braun. And round 2, back-to-back years, but the team is different as the Bucks win Game 1. The Bucks are taking home Game 2, it looks like, but the Pelicans come back, and I'm like, hey, they were down by 10 with 6 minutes to go. I think this one's worth hopping into just to see the final 3 minutes because the comeback is on from New Orleans, and LeBron is getting fouled immediately. Pelicans just a couple of minutes ago were down by double digits, and with this free throw, LeBron has tied it up. And the Bucks now with Brandon Roy turning it over. No! Brandon Roy! They get it up to Millsap! And Millsap misses. Smith with the ball as they get it out to Granger. Inside Boozer! And foul and one! Boozer needing to have a better series than he had last year. And he has a nice start there for his showing. LeBron on Granger. And Braun pull up short shot good. As Devin Harris still here. I believe that is Josh Smith out there as well. They get it to Smith, and it's good. This is still a really strong Bucks team, obviously, with Roy and Boozer. Bello's on the bench right now, and I don't know if they're going to have to do it without him. Maybe he fouled out of this one, but Maggette with the ball inside to Millsap, and it's good. As Roy with the ball. Brandon Roy trying to get his championship. Boozer mid-range, no good. And New Orleans down by 1 with a minute and a half to go. Braun is got Granger on him. He just blows right by Danny Granger. And he slams it for the lead. Roy trying to get it back. Roy is picking up his dribble, gets it out to Harris. And Harris was, on something last year in Game 6 and 7. Where he was just hitting some shots, and he was the guy for the offense. Roy now drives it inside! It's a block from Greg Oden! Shot clock violation! And LeBron with the lead. 50 seconds to go to get a huge victory here. As Braun pull up, it's no good! Boozer with the ball. Takes it up the court, 40 seconds to go. Harris with it now, back to Boozer. Take your time here. As you get it to Roy, just make sure you find the right shot and you get the right person taking it. Harris has the ball. I think it's going to be Harris taking it. They trust him. No to Roy for 3. No good. And they foul LeBron. And he will hit the first. You're going to get a chance still. As he hits both free throws, you will get one chance to tie it up. Maybe you take the 2 here, but you should probably go for the 3. You have shooters. Harris could shoot. Granger could shoot. Roy can shoot. As Harris has been hitting the clutch shots. Roy, he needs to see if he can hit a clutch one here. As Roy has to pick up his dribble. 8 seconds to Granger. They need to hit a 3. Smith, he's going to get it up to Roy. To Harris. He takes it. He misses it. Pelicans win, and I have to believe that rally, that comeback only happened because Bello fouled out in 31 minutes after he was going for 31, 7, and 8. But in the next game, Pelicans win it by 14. Bello was the leading scorer. And then the next one, how about a comfortable victory here, Milwaukee? It ended as an 8-point game. It was a little bit closer on the final score than it actually was. New Orleans just kind of put together some late baskets, but we got a pretty even series here. Bucks in game 5 dominate. Everybody comes up big here. Bello, though, not a great game, but still, everyone came up and did their job. How about now game 6? Bello is tying this one up. It's going to be 7 minutes to play, 92-92, and LeBron trying to take out Bello again. But if Christian Bello gets one on LeBron, he might need to start having some conversations here about them being even, because right now LeBron holds that crown. But if they tie each other, if one ring apiece against one another, then the conversation may be a little bit different. LeBron has gone back-to-back. And also, there's something about LeBron winning a championship with 3 different teams that would also have to be taken into account here. As Roy to Harris. As Harris is looking for the play to develop. Bello with the screen. Harris pull up 3-pointer, no good. And Odin with the ball up to Evans, and Tyreek Evans out to Millsap. Millsap is covered by Bello. They tried to get the steal. Harris did. Evans gets fouled. Bello had to come over to play help and ends up fouling Evans, who hits the first free throw. Second one is good for the tie. So now Harris with the ball. He's been I mean, they trusted him to take the shot at the end of last game that we watched, and they seem to trust him in the big moments. Brandon Roy, meanwhile, he's not out there, as it's a pull-up from Danley, and that's good. But Harris, 9 points, 10 assists, you can see there at the stat lines, as LeBron on Granger. I just don't love Granger on LeBron. That's a bit of an athletic mismatch there. I'd prefer Bello and LeBron were just on each other 24/7 just for the matchup. As a miss there, as Zeller gets the rebound. Bello with the ball. Bello is gonna lay it in. And you see Brandon Roy and Carlos Boozer celebrating on the sidelines. But you can see the comparison here. LeBron's got 39 and 7. Bello's got 24 and 10. Very good, very respectable. But LeBron is just on another level right now. Odin, mid-range, wide open, got it. And a 2-point game. Timeout used, then Brandon Roy back in, as no Boozer still, but Granger out there. Bello, seems like they're trying something different with running Cody Zeller more. I don't know how I feel about that, as Bello lays it in. But maybe it works out because Boozer's had his struggles, so maybe you need Cody Zeller. Maybe Cody Zeller's the X factor as Braun over Granger again. And now out to Bello, as Bello gets the screen from Zeller. Bello back to Zeller, who misses, and he gets his own rebound, puts it up, and hey, Zeller! All right, 4 minutes to go. Corey Maggette with the ball, and he's gonna have the screen set inside, gets the swat. There's Bello forcing a turnover. Granger with it, and what in the world was that? Oh my goodness, that might have been one of the worst alley-oops I've ever seen in my life. And it cost them points. And it allows New Orleans to score on the other end. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is terrible. Never let Danny Granger play make again. Bello inside, gets it in. He's just bodying Paul Millsap a couple of times here as LeBron is gonna go in on, this is just unfair. Granger's just getting bullied right now. And Maggette Seems like both LeBron and Bello aren't matched up against each other and are both like kind of bullying their respective matchups here, as LeBron's gone for like roughly 40. Bello is approaching 30. He's got the ball here. They're gonna have Odin on him now. They're gonna go Roy, Brandon Roy. That's also a bit of a mismatch there. Corey Maggette, old Corey Maggette on Brandon Roy. Not ideal, as they'll throw that up, and Zeller with the pick. He picks it off, basically. It's Granger. Oh, no, LeBron came over, but he got the foul. And if they didn't call that one, I would have just watched LeBron stuff Granger's shot into the second row, but all right, 8-point game, and Milwaukee is so close. LeBron, speaking of so close, almost just got a backcourt there, but Braun trying to will his team. Bello comes over, double team on Braun, and Braun almost turns it over, but he gets the pass out, and Odin for three. Greg Oden misses, and this could be it, as Milwaukee, all they had to do was just sit Carlos Boozer on the bench and put Cody Zeller in, and they're starting to succeed. Bello slamming one, and Bello got the free throw. 11-point game, and the slipping away from the Pelicans. Braun responds with a dunk of his own, but is it gonna be enough? You need some turnovers, LeBron, like that. But oh, Danny Granger with the block. Danny Granger might have just saved a comeback attempt. Zeller slam. And an 11-point game again. And I think it's all over. LeBron misses the dunk. And now, 13-point game with a minute to go. Bello to Harris. Pull up mid-range. Harris drills it. And a 13-point lead. LeBron getting stuffed by Danny Granger is now going to get the screen, and you need a miracle here. Braun is got that one, but only 30 seconds to go now as we go ahead. Roy out to Bello! Got it! And that is game! Bello goes on fire to close out this one, and they win it all here and take one back. LeBron beat Milwaukee last year, beat Bello, and made him have his worst series of his career this year. Bello gets his revenge, and even though it wasn't always pretty, he beats LeBron. He gets to hold the trophy high. A 34-point triple-double to close out the series, and a performance befitting of the star that he is. You might think life is pretty good for Christian Bello right now, but you have no idea. The Bucks have 0.6 odds to jump up in the lottery. I don't know where they got that lottery pick, but it moves up to 3. The champions just got the number 3 overall pick, and trust me, it gets crazier, because why in the world is Dante Exum the number 1 overall pick, and Andrew Wiggins is the number 2 pick, meaning at number 3, if you have a quick little thought of who was in that draft class, at number 3, the champion Bucks get Nikola Jokic. Are you kidding me? Now, it's not all good. It's not all good because you receive Jokic. Brandon Roy leaves in free agency. And also Boozer leaves in free agency as well. So, the team just imploded. Like, the team is completely dead. But you have Jokic to build around. I'm so confused on what just happened. This team lost Brandon Roy, lost Boozer. Harris regressed. Everybody's gone, but they got a young Jokic. Okay. All right. What in the world am I watching now? But I guess they won the championship at the right time because everybody decided to go ahead and leave. I understand Boozer leaving, but I don't know why Brandon Roy would want to leave. Imagine if Brandon Roy stuck around. Well, they made a trade as well. For some reason, the Bucks traded for DeAndre Jordan, which, like, DeAndre Jordan's cool and all, but you have Jokic. I don't know. What the heck is this team? Bello, Jokic, rookie Jokic, DeAndre Jordan, old Devin Harris? Yeah, they're going to take care of business in the first round against the Pacers, but this isn't quite the championship team that we thought they were going to be for the next couple of years. Yeah, so they handle the Pacers, but the rest of the way, we'll see. We'll see what the second round has for them. Also, LeBron probably out for a bit of revenge. Yeah, they're the 7 seed right now. Now, to their credit, they did win against the 2 seed, but Toronto is going to probably sweep them. They're up 3-0 right now. Can the Bucks pull that off? And simming through, the Raptors are close. I'm not going to hop into a 3-0 though. And the Bucks in overtime lose it at the very end. So the Bucks get swept. Now let's go over and focus on the Pelicans. The Pelicans were the 8th seed due to injuries. They make the finals, and they get to face the DeMarcus Cousins, James Harden MVP, and James Harden Finals MVP team. So Jokic takes a big leap up, but this team is still not good enough. LeBron wins MVP next season, and he's got his New Orleans squad now in back-to-back championship appearances that they lose. So now he's really out to try to win another championship after losing 2 in a row. But the Bucks, this is such a weird change. So Brandon Roy's still amazing. He's still a first-team All-NBA player. Like, losing him, like, just imagine if they had Brandon Roy still, along with now a developing Jokic. What in the world would this team be if they had him? Instead, they got Dion Waiters. They also have Drew Holiday, which is a nice pickup. They picked up Drew Holiday. I don't know where, but they picked him up, so good on them. So Drew Holiday, Dion Waiters, DeAndre Jordan, Nikola Jokic, Marcus Smart, and Bello. It's a nice team. I don't know if Jokic is quite at that level yet, though, to elevate them to championship status as they take on the Atlanta Hawks here. They make it past the first round, but the Hawks are kind of dominating this game here. And Bello and Jokic are the only people to really do anything. So we're going to hop into this game. A chance to have this, like, second act for the Milwaukee Bucks. It is Game 7 in the second round against the Atlanta Hawks. And you see Mike Conley with the lay-in here. So the Bucks are up 98-95. It is so crazy how fast things change. How, like, 2 years ago, you're sitting out there holding a championship high with Brandon Roy and Carlos Boozer and Danny Granger, and just a few years later, you got Nikola Jokic, DeAndre Jordan, and Drew Holiday, which, like, it's a nice squad, but, you know, they just need to develop at this point, so that's what you're really waiting for, and you're hoping you can do it before the point in which, you know, Bello starts to regress heavily. He is 13 years into his career. He started young, obviously, but he is into his 30s, and at any point the regression's going to start hitting, and it could hit hard. So Jokic grabs that board there, 5 minutes to go. Got King with the ball, get it up to DeAndre as they go pull up a shot, and no good. So Thompson with the ball. It's Klay Thompson, Mike Conley. I see Hernan Gomez out there. I see a couple other guys that I recognize, but it doesn't seem like a crazy Hawks team. No disrespect to them. Actually, oh, Bargnani is checked in. Okay, no, Bargnani's really good still. He's still like an all-NBA player. Okay, so Bargnani's gotten his own team along with Klay Thompson and Mike Conley. Okay, it's a solid squad now that I see that. But, you know, it's very beatable. Very beatable. Is Thompson out there, and you can't give Klay Thompson an open jumper like that. It's a tie game. 100-100. 4 minutes to go. Almost a turnover. Bello with the ball as he's going to get a Jokic screen. And Bello, 3 is no good. I wonder how in this next act of his career he's going to work with a guy like Jokic. How is that going to go together? Will it be, will Jokic turn into the Jokic that we know? You know, that could just not happen. We don't know. No guarantees there. Hernan Gomez out to Bogdanovic, to Bargnani, to Conley, back to Bogdanovic, and a no good shot. Waiters with the rebound. Dion Waiters to Jokic, out to Bello, and no good. That was nice. He just couldn't hit the shot. 3 minutes to play, though, as Klay is going to go to Conley. And Conley, Waden, Bargnani inside. The second man comes over. Bogdanovic for 3. No good. All right, so a couple of missed three-point opportunities here. And Bello, step back. Oh, he kind of fooled everybody there. I thought he was about to slam on somebody, but he steps back and hits a nice shot. All right, it's impressive as long as you hit it, because I think you could have had a slam opportunity. Bogdanovic to Hernan Gomez. And I don't think you want to go Hernan Gomez on Jokic. I think you want to maybe attack Bargnani. Conley, that's probably the better matchups there. Jokic with the ball off the rebound. as you go to King. I don't even know who this dude King is. I don't even think he's a real player. As they go to Mycic, and he's gonna go off the screen inside. King got it. All right, 4-point lead for the Bucks. 2 minutes to go for a chance at the conference finals. Bargnani slam and one. The foul as Jokic, you can see the stats there. See a little 13-11 game from Jokic. He's kind of a mini triple-double machine at this point. Not so much the 30-point triple-doubles, as Waiters had an open three he didn't want to take. I don't know if this is a accurate Dion Waiters, a three-pointer he wouldn't want to take, as he is going to go inside. King, all right. Give him the lead right back. 106-104. Conley with the ball. 1:10 to go. As Conley to Bargnani, and Bargnani to Hernangomez, picks up his dribble. Is he gonna put it up anyway? No, he'll go to Clay. Clay trying to work on Waiters. Oh, he hit the rim. Oh, Klay Thompson, no. Now Mycic into King, and in one. Bucks might be able to pull this one out. 5-point game after the free throw, and you just gotta hold on here. And don't let anything crazy happen. Try just to not allow a three-pointer. Conley inside. Hernangomez, good. Didn't foul him at least. 37 seconds to go. 3-point game. Just hold on to the ball. They can play it patient. Jokic gonna work, and Jokic gets blocked. Jokic blocked. And now Atlanta with the ball. Atlanta to Bogdanovic to Bargnani. Good. 20 seconds to play, and they'll foul Dion Waiters. A 1-point game. Waiters is going to hit the first free throw. Second one up. And good. Dion Waiters 2 for 2. Atlanta now is got 1 3-pointer away from maybe forcing an overtime. Conley will just get fouled, so they didn't even go for the three there. Instead, Mike Conley will hit the first and hit the second. So playing the free throw game a little bit, trying to bank on a miss. And they're going to go with Mycic. I don't know if you would want him taking the free throws. Maybe I'm disrespecting. No, I wasn't. He missed one of them. He missed one of them. 14 seconds to go. And the Hawks got the situation they wanted. Just needing any basket to go to send this to overtime. They can take the three-pointer for the win. 6 seconds. Conley off the screen. He gets it to Bargnani. Bargnani at the buzzer. No, he hit it at the buzzer. We're going to overtime. Bargnani just hit a buzzer beater in Game 7. What are we doing, man? All right, well, still can close this one out. 4.5 to go. Hernangomez got the double team coming over. Klay Thompson wide open three. I don't think I've ever heard a situation where you're double teaming off of Klay Thompson to leave him wide open for three so you could get 2 guys on Hernangomez. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? Bello with the ball, and he's pulling up wide open three, and he missed it. And that's the second big three that Bello has missed wide open. That's brutal, as it's now the Hawks. Bello with the steal. He makes it back. Bello. There we go. 1-point game. And to Bogdanovic. As 3.5 to go. Bogdanovic waiting for a play to develop. Gets it to Conley for 3. Mike Conley. 2-score game. And Dion Waiters gets it to Jokic. Jokic is going to kick it out to Mycic for 3. No good. And 3 minutes to go now, and the Hawks are in control. Hawks with it to Conley, and Conley slowing it down. Bogdanovic, Klay sitting in the corner, as Bogdanovic is going to get a screen off ball for Conley. This time he doesn't take it, he actually takes it the second time around. Maybe he thought the pump fake was going to catch him off guard. It in fact did not. Jokic taking it up the court. Jokic turns it over. This is not the prime Nikola Jokic. This is still baby Jokic. He's still making mistakes. Hernangomez inside. Ow. Klay Thompson. No good. But Bargnani put back. They're getting done in by Andrea Bargnani now. Dion Waiters in a 6-point game as they go inside to Jokic. Jokic fader. Jokic misses. No way. Bargnani is schooling Jokic right now. Never thought I'd see the day. What is this? Bargnani hits both free throws. And it's an 8-point game inside. Jokic, there you go. That's something at least, but you're running out of time. In this overtime in game 7, Conley loses the ball. Conley turns it over. Get it out. Come on. Bella was wide open and he just wouldn't pass it. What's he doing? Who do you think you are? And he's just dribbling the air at the ball. What are you doing? He turns it over. That is incredibly garbage possession right there. Unbelievable. Mike Conley with the ball. And Bargnani with it. Bargnani, pull up. And no good, but Hernan Gomez puts it in. I cannot believe that possession that might have just sold them their chance. As Jokic inside, it's good, but can't act like that alone was what costed them. There's still a chance here. Bargnani out, Conley, and gets it to Hernan Gomez. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Thompson wide open, no good. And the Bucks, okay, you got away with one there. Bello to Waiters, no good. And there it is. Waiters misses, and Conley with the foul came in. They fouled once, but not twice. They fouled twice there for Hernan Gomez. So they at least get a decent chance here, but there was some blatant missed opportunities. They missed one of the free throws out there quickly, and Jokic with it, got a score. Jokic hits it. It's a 5-point game, playing the free throws. Conley hits one. Conley hits not the second, though. I guess if you hit a 3, crazier things have happened. Waiters to King. Not this dude again. Oh my goodness. They get it inside to Jokic. They're going to go for 2. You can't afford that, but you get it in 1, so I guess that counts. That's 3 points if you hit the free throw. Jokic is not going to hit it. And that's probably your game there. And Hernan Gomez is going to miss one of the free throws. So, yeah, if Jokic hit that free throw, Hernan Gomez missed that one, you maybe had a chance. Not looking likely now. Bello going to have to just force a 3. No good. And it's game over. The Hawks win it. That's just so frustrating for Bello and crew. But this team, I still believe in them long term. Pelicans make it back. It's a rematch of last year. Pelicans versus Nets. Nets win it again. Cousins this time takes it home. So big free agency signing and reinforcements have come in. Now things are starting to get a little crazy here. Christian Bello, Nikola Jokic, Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, DeAndre Jordan, Marcus Smart, and Dion Waiters are here. I mean, that's a heck of a big 3, though. Wow. Lillard, Jokic, and Bello. We'll take that for sure, and I think that might be what you need to put them over the hump and get them there. Lillard's a little banged up, but it's okay. He'll be good to go. LeBron averaged 27, 8, and about 7 if you round up. I mean, he's made a couple of finals appearances in a row, just keeps losing them. Bello, meanwhile, 27, 10, 6. Yeah, we'll take that. Jokic, also an All-NBA player. And now Milwaukee finds themselves as the #1 seed. And they, against the Bulls, sweep them in round 1. Round 2 against the Knicks. You get a Game 7 situation here. So it's a back-and-forth series, but Game 7 is the chance here. And can you do what you couldn't do last year? Win in a second-round Game 7. You lost to the Hawks. Now with Damian Lillard here, is going to be the guy who gets them over the top as Lillard misses. It's also a developing Jokic, a developing Drew Holiday as well. It's year 14 for Bello. This is going to be one of your last chances maybe to go and get a championship as they get it to Stuckey out to Rondo. This is the team Kyrie Irving and Rajon Rondo. Rondo pull-up. It's an odd Knicks team. Kyrie, Rondo, Stuckey. Let's see who else pops up, but this is interesting, as that's, oh my goodness, illegal screen on Jokic, nice, as a turnover, and Kyrie Irving taking it back as Marcus Smart's going to check into the game, and they get it inside. Kyrie got it, and the lead for the Knicks. Marcus Smart running point guard right now, as Smart is going to go out to Jones, and Jokic in the post waiting for that one. They also got Jan Mahimi for the Knicks. What is this team? Bello with it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Bello. It's gonna go. He just had to force it, and Jan Mahimi just got a snatch block. I guess I'll shut up about Jan Mahimi. Okay. It's just Paul Millsap's here too, and Jimmy Butler. Okay, there's the reinforcements. I was wondering how the heck Kyrie Irving, Rondo, and Jan Mahimi just got here. Okay, they have Butler and Paul Millsap as well. Okay, it's a good team. That's actually a really good team. Butler, Millsap, and Kyrie. Yeah, they'll take that for sure. So I don't feel so bad about them in a game 7, losing right now by 2. As 4 minutes to play. Kyrie with the ball. And pull up, mid-range, off the glass and in. Now a 4-point game, 4 minutes to go. Lillard is waiting to get back in there. As Bello with it. Bello fouled by Stuckey. And Bello at the line. Hits the first. And the second one is not in. 3-point game. A big missed free throw potentially there as they get Kyrie contested mid-range off target. Bello with the rebound. And out to Thompson. It's Tristan Thompson. Damian Lillard. Dion Waiters. Back to Thompson. Nice ball movement there. And it's good for the slam 1-point game. Irving to Butler. Off balance. 3 is no good. So now up to Thompson. And Tristan Thompson just tried a behind the back move. What are we doing? Bello for 3. Bello! Good! Now the Bucks have the lead. 3 minutes to play. And Irving and Lillard matched up against each other. You get the screen and get it inside. Paul Millsap lays it in for the tie. And now Lillard takes it up. Can Damian Lillard and Nikola Jokic get it done? Jokic off target. And this would, I mean, like, if they all get to, like, the peak of their powers sooner rather than later before Bello regresses enough, I mean, we're talking about a historic big 3, as now Damian Lillard has to watch Kyrie Irving drop his 32nd point of the night, and it's 105-102. It doesn't matter, though, if you can't get it done here. Oh, no! Jan Mahimi just stuffed him again! And now Butler on the fast break. Butler post up on Bello. And Butler moving, gets it to Stuckey for 3, and Stuckey hits. The Knicks are up by 6 with 1:45 to go, and it might be back-to-back round 2 game 7 losses, but Damian Lillard misses again. And I think it's all over potentially. Butler, especially if they score here, you need a stop, and they're not gonna get it. Millsap, 8-point game. Oh my goodness, Lillard pull up, 2, foul, and 1! And Damian Lillard, there you go. Hits the shot, hits the free throw, 5-point game. 1:15 to play. Butler trying to get inside. Jan Mahimi with the ball. And Mahimi, no good. Jokic gets the rebound. You have a chance here. Thompson with it. Don't try another behind the back move and lose the ball. Lillard with it now. As Damian Lillard, is it Dame time? Is it Dame time? He's getting the screen from Jokic. Lillard, easy lay-in. 1-score game, 50 seconds to go. And this could be one heck of a comeback to go down 8 points and come back with just 1.5 minutes to go. Butler is not able to get some space. Bello locking him up. Bello doing a good job. Bello! It's forcing a bad shot. They missed it. 30 seconds to play. Knicks have a defensive stop to try to win this game. Bello inside. Fouled. And Bello will hit a free throw 1 to make it a 2-point game, and Bello hits the other. 1-point game. They're gonna wind up start fouling, and eventually they will send Kyrie Irving to the line. And Irving makes the first one. 2-point game. As Irving makes the second one. 3-point game. And you're looking at needing to make a shot here. Lillard. It's going to be Dame time again, it looks like. Can he come up clutch? Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard! It's no good! And that's game. Lillard dropped 30. Bello 22, 11, and 6. And he just couldn't do it. Meanwhile, the Pelicans. LeBron looking to make how many championships in a row? How many would it be for LeBron? He makes it again, and it's against the Knicks, and LeBron this time wins it. for New Orleans. So I think LeBron has made 6 championships in a row and has won 3 of them, if I'm correct. So LeBron doing very much what he did in real life and just moving teams, but making the championship for like a very sustained period of time. Because in Miami, he made it a couple of times. He made it every year in like Miami, and then went to Cleveland and made it a couple of times. Like he had like a streak of just making it like so many years in a row across 2 teams, and he's doing it again. Bello, meanwhile, man, the team's good enough. You just have to do it. I don't think there's really any excuses. Jokic is a 90, Lillard's a 90, you're a 90. You got to do it. And in the first round, you're able to face the Bulls again, just like you did last year. You're the 2 seed this time, not the 1 seed. And Milwaukee gets it 4-1. Now taking on Toronto. 1-1. 2-1 Milwaukee. 3-1 Milwaukee. So a chance to close it out. And for a 4-1 series back-to-back times here, it's going to be Toronto looking like they're going to win this one. So you might have to save off a comeback attempt here. But in the 4th quarter of Game 6, looks like you're going to be okay. And Milwaukee wins it. They go to the conference finals, and they're going to be taking on the Brooklyn Nets, a familiar opponent. Meanwhile, LeBron's back in the conference finals again. Milwaukee, how about just running into this Brooklyn team? And 3-0, Brooklyn dominates in Game 4, but it's 3-1, and Brooklyn trying to pull off the comeback here, and they are going to get a 1-point win to force a Game 6. So now Game 6, if it's close, we'll hop in, but it's a 10-point game, 11-point game, 12-point game, and finishes a 17-point win for the Bucks to go to the finals. And waiting for them on the other side is gonna be LeBron and the Pelicans. I think this is his 7th consecutive championship appearance. I think he's, if I'm getting my numbers right here, this is off the top of my head, but here we go. Game 6 situation. This is the series defining one. Milwaukee's up 3-2. It's been a matter of maybe not if, but when will this Milwaukee team put it together? When will the trio of Lillard, Jokic, and Bello win it? And here is their chance to do it. Pelicans, though, are up by 6. Lillard lays it in. And Lillard's got him down to 4 points down. This is an odd Pelicans team right now. It's LeBron and, you know, Greg Oden, Bobby Portis, Brandon Jennings, Jordan Clarkson. It's certainly a cast of guys. Teague is here as well as they go out to Oden for 3, and Oden no good. It's nice to see that Greg Oden, though, has become like a great player, you know, in general. Not in this game, though. Oh my goodness, 2 for 13 he is shooting. Greg Oden, disaster class, but talking just in general, he's become a good player. Drew Holiday, also on this Bucks team. Remember, he's been their 6th man for a couple of years now, and Drew Holiday in as it's 104-102. Brandon Jennings out to Portis. If you want to know what the bad news is, it's not actually Greg Oden's disaster class game. It's the fact that LeBron's actually hurt right now. That's why he's not on the court. He got banged up in the last game as Oden for 3 misses again. And LeBron is going to have to just watch his team try to get it done without him as a lost ball. Clarkson is going to turn it over for a lay-in. Brandon Jennings is going to make it a 4-point game. But if you can go and, you know, make this actually a Game 7 here. Come on. Lillard, 3, no good. This would actually be kind of crazy, though, if they pulled this off without LeBron. Also without Jeff Teague, you know, without Jeff Teague as well, as Tristan Thompson blocks. Stuffed that one into the stands. It was Greg Oden. Lillard, pump fake, gets it out. Holiday. And we'll see Jones with it, as you don't see Jokic out there either. So Jokic might be injured too. Yeah, Jokic is not in gear. And now you can see him on the sidelines. Jokic is hurt too. So, yeah, okay. Both teams are without some important pieces. No LeBron, no Jokic in this. All right, well, I mean, Chris Middleton is also on this Pelicans team. What is this team? It's just a bunch of guys here. And there's some players missing too. Lillard dunk! So maybe you could say it's unfair that LeBron's not here, but hey, no Nikola Jokic also is very relevant as well. Both teams missing a star player. Just the difference is one team's missing the #1 carry job star, and the other one's missing one of their 3 stars. Lillard, still down by 4. 1:40 to go. Lillard, out. Jones to Bello, and Bello hits. 108, 107, 1-point game, minute and a half to go. Chris Middleton with the ball. Middleton pull up, and no good. As Thompson with the rebound. And Tristan Thompson filling in for Jokic right now at the center spot. Jones, no good. And Terrence Jones is now taking over the power forward position, as that's another, result of the Jokic injury as everyone moves down a slot. They were running Tristan Thompson at the 4, and so Thompson's at the 5. Lillard, though, Lillard's hitting a 3! And Damian Lillard has his 3rd of the quarter. And 110, 45 seconds to go here in Game 6. Bobby Portis lays it in. 112, 110. For Game 7, did they just turn it over on the inbound? Pelicans have it, and is that a turnover? No. Swatted out of bounds, and Odin to Jennings. Brandon Jennings misses. He wanted the kill shot there as Bello takes it up. Bello to Lillard. Lillard to Jones. Gotta get it to one of the stars, though. You're not gonna let Terrence Jones take the shot, are you? No. Thompson. I don't want Tristan Thompson taking it either. Jones to Bello. And here goes Bello driving it in. Bello for the tie with 9 seconds to play. And now Game 6 rides on the hands of Brandon Jennings. 2-1 to Clarkson. No good. We're going to overtime. We're going to overtime. Brandon Jennings is going to try to will this team out to Chris Middleton offline. And this group of guys here with no LeBron is just a goofy team to look at in the finals. It's just a team without a star, but they are putting it together so valiantly to be in this position right now. Despite the injury to LeBron, Bobby Portis with the steal. Can he make it all the way? And 1! Bobby Portis! This ragtag bunch of guys, Bobby Portis and Jordan Clarkson and Brandon Jennings and Greg Oden getting a block. Oh my goodness, this could happen. This team without LeBron could win. This is ridiculous. Clarkson with it as he's gonna try to get it on Bello. They're gonna set up the screen. Portis is gonna have Clarkson pull up 3. Misses, and Drew Holiday takes it up, gets it out to Bello in the corner. He's got Greg Oden on him. He's got an old Greg Oden on him. He'll go to Lillard. Back to Bello, though. Bello, I just want an ISO. Get it on him if he can get around. Bello trying to. Oden holding his own for a moment. And what a block from Oden. And Greg Oden can't shoot today, but he can play some great defense right now as Holiday wide open mid-range off the inbound, and it's good. 115, 114. As Jennings to Middleton to Clarkson. Who do you even lean on here? I mean, at the end of the regulation, they just let Clarkson take the shot, but feels like just whoever gets the best look, you don't have a star to rely on, but Jordan Clarkson has 13 points in this one after that lay-in as Bello down by 3. Has it to Holiday. And Holiday is looking. Holiday gets the screen from Jones. And he's looking, and no way, Lillard! A wide open 3, and he couldn't hang on to the pass. It goes out of bounds. It's Pelicans ball. Clarkson! Oh my goodness, Clarkson! Oh no! No way you just did that! Clarkson! Oh, that's not gonna be, oh no, I can't watch, no. That's gonna be shown on the highlight reels for the history of the game if they lose this one. If they lose this one, especially by 1 score, turnover now. Brandon Jennings turns it over. Holiday, Bella, slam it, and he puts him on the ground. 1-point game. And 2 minutes to go. Clarkson trying to redeem himself. Clarkson He's got under 10 on the shot clock. He can't get around him. Clarkson picks up his dribble and he gets a bailout foul call. He makes the free throw one and the second no good. 2-point game, minute and a half. Tristan Thompson taking it slow up the court. Lillard with it, and Damian Lillard is gonna go inside. Tristan Thompson has tied it up. We are all tied with a minute 20 to go. This has been a wild one as Odin hits a shot for once and he got the lead right back. 1:15 to go. Lillard pull up. Lillard, no good. And a minute to go. The Pelicans could force game 7. And no, it's Bobby Portis. He got it. Bobby Portis with a minute to go. Up by 4. Lillard lays it in. One score game again. 47 seconds. Brandon Jennings, who, if anyone, can hit the dagger. Oh, that might be it. And one Brandon Jennings. And the free throw is good. This might be it. This actually could be game 7. Bello to Lillard. Lillard, he's got it again. They're really leaning on Lillard here. Can they get a stop, though, with 30 seconds to go in a 3-point game? Odin, got it. 24 seconds to go. Holiday in. 22 seconds, and they'll play the free throws. Clarkson makes the first one. And Clarkson misses the second. They have no timeouts, though. They gotta hurry. They gotta get something quick. Lillard is looking. Lillard, he's gonna go outside. No, he had a lead, but he turned it over, and that's game. Oh my goodness. It's game 7. No LeBron. Jokic is hurt. And with no LeBron, it just is too much to handle. 10-point game, 14-point game, 17-point game, and yeah, it's over. The Bucks won. I cannot believe it even got there. And you can make a whole lot of arguments for why this championship, maybe somebody will say it's invalid or whatever, but my goodness, that was ridiculous. But Bello gets a ring. And Damian Lillard in the next season wins MVP. You got prime Damian Lillard now. You got Bello, who's still like high level, good player. Probably still all NBA, I think. Maybe not. Jokic and Lillard, yeah, first team all NBA. So I guess you can really say that Bello's the number 3 on the team right now. Not something we're used to seeing, but I mean, we're approaching the end here. And at the end, Bello still a good contributor. But yeah, no all-NBA team for Bello. He still averaged 23, 8, and 5, though. Like, it's not like he's bad or anything. But, you know, first round, 1 seed again. They've been the 1 or 2 seed the last couple of seasons. And actually, they're in a bit of trouble right now. And they are losing 3-1 to the Hawks. So the Hawks are just going to be an issue, I guess. But Bucks are going to dominate in this one. Actually, whoa, that actually was so close at the end. They were dominating, and then all of a sudden they just pulled it through by only 1 point. But they win by 13 in the next one. Jokic is hurt. Bello, I think, is also hurt. So, yeah, that's probably why the Bucks are struggling. But they go and win 3 in a row. Bello comes back, but Jokic is now out. So they get one of their stars back. They lose another one. That's unfortunate for them. But now in the second round against the Cleveland Cavaliers, 3-1 series lead. And to close it out, the Pelicans get eliminated. So LeBron's streak comes to an end. He doesn't make a championship for the first time in forever. But the Bucks, to try to close out the Cavaliers, are going to actually do it there by 12. Dominant in overtime. Jokic, Bello, and Lillard are all finally healthy. And there they go into the conference championship against point guard Giannis. All right, point guard Giannis in the Pistons here. Pistons up 2-0. Milwaukee makes it 2-1. And I don't know, we haven't gotten any, like, you know, hop-in elimination close games right now. As this one also is dominant. This one's also, like, just pure domination. 119-85. Lillard goes for 48. And Lillard now really starting to come alive. Here's the MVP. He goes for another 45 and a 22-point win. And now the Bucks suddenly have won 3 in a row. And will it be 4 in a row? Will it even be close? The last 3 games have been 20-plus point games. And yeah, it's looking like it's going to be that again. The Bucks are dominating. And Lillard, not quite the big game, but team effort there. Finals, Derrick Rose, Kevin Durant, Sabonis, Tobias Harris, and the Nuggets. Bucks win 1-0. Bucks win 2-0. Bucks win 3-0. Series. And I don't know, I guess once the team got healthy, they were off and running. My goodness, they dominate and steamroll their way to a championship sweep. And the Bucks, with the Damian Lillard going for 34-game win. And they go back-to-back Bello. Yeah, firmly the number 3 on the team now. As Russell Westbrook, hey, Oklahoma City, look at Russ. He wins an MVP. We're at the point where John Morant's a rookie. Yeah, we're really close to the end here. But, I mean, Bello, do we devalue, like, the championship? Like, because he's not winning it as, like, the one. Damian Lillard was the finals MVP. Damian Lillard's the guy. He was the MVP and finals MVP, and Jokic was all-NBA first team as well. So, you know, he's one of 3 stars. So, like, can we really knock him, though? I mean, Lillard's banged up again. Bello, for the first time in his career, is under 20 points a game. It's still 19.4, but yeah, I mean, he's actually, like, settling into a just solid role onto this team. I don't want to call a 20-point-per-game all-star a role player, but, like, you know, he's settling into his role on the team, letting Jokic and Lillard be the guys here. And, hey, it's working because now they're 8-1 in the playoffs. They're going through just dominating again. 2-1 on the Raptors, 2-2, so finally a team gets 2 on them. But, I mean, this is a good thing here to be able to, like, kind of know your role, know when to step back, know when to kind of sacrifice some of the shots and be, you know, just a situational player here, as the Bucks are going to win this one by 9, make it a 3-2 game, and, yeah, just let Lillard and Jokic take over. What a heck of a duo, one heck of a trio, and as Game 6 comes along, the Raptors, I think we could force Game 7 here, and the Bucks are going to win it. All right, I would have hopped in if it was a Game 7, but we're near the end here. We get a finals rematch, actually. Rose, Durant, Harris, Sabonis again. So, same finals, and Bucks, they swept them last year. How about the Nuggets actually getting a win this time? 2-1. And hold on a second. Will the three-peat be disrupted as the Nuggets are going to... Like, there's just so many games where they're just dominating. There's just not... Like, we could have hopped into that one Game 6 for the Raptors, but other than that, it's just been domination whenever they win. Whenever they win, it's just Lillard dropping 40 points and a 20-point win. And how about again? Like, literally again. This is an even bigger victory. How about 26 points? Jokic for 38. Bello 22. Lillard 30. 3-2. Is there going to be a game worth hopping into? Is there going to be anything? As it looks like the Nuggets maybe are going to run away this time. And it's not close, really. I think we're getting Game 7. Yeah, we're getting Game 7 here. Will this one be close enough to hop into? Or will this one be yet another just easy? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is a... Oh my... Oh no, it's like a 60-point game. They win it by, what is that, 53 points. And take home the championship. Jokic wins finals MVP. Bello now, though, is fully down. And speaking of down, the three-peat has come to a screeching halt due to Bello regression, the team around him depth-wise falling apart, and one very, very major piece being injured, as LeBron's still going strong. Still, like, LeBron's gonna win in longevity. He's an 89 while Bello's an 83. Jokic All-NBA second team. And yeah, so no playoffs here because Lillard got a season-ending spinal injury, which is, that's bad. That's really bad. Yeah, so no Lillard and Bello as an 83. Jokic could not carry the team all the way by himself. So that'll put an end to that season, that run. And, well, as you go, simulate through, see if LeBron does anything. He, in fact, does not, because he didn't really get into the playoffs either, I don't think. Yeah, this is it. Bello retires after the season at the age of 37. Dwight retires as well. Brandon Roy retires. So a couple of guys that, were Brandon Roy, for example, was on his team for a majority of his Bucks career. But Bello, this is his career. We're going to compare this to LeBron. You could take a look at the career stats. His 2 seasons below 20 points a game to round out his career. 6-time NBA champion, 3-time MVP, 4 finals MVP, 16 All-Stars, 6 first teams, 6 second teams. And he'll head to the Hall of Fame very obviously with a career about 27, 9, and 6. And this is a decorated career. 6 rings. And not all of them were him as the number one, but here is LeBron's resume. He goes and wins 4 championships, 3 MVPs, just like Bello, 4 finals MVPs, just like Bello, makes 1 more All-Star, 2 more first-team All-NBAs, 2 more second-team All-NBAs, and also, he won like 5 Defensive Player of the Year. So, you can see his career stats as well. His career 25, 8, and 7. I'm not going to play out the rest of LeBron's career. Nothing really happened. He just kind of slowly got worse and worse. So here's as it stands right now with them playing the same amount of time. Bello was 1 spot ahead of him in points, 1 spot ahead of him in makes. Rebounds, he was ahead of LeBron, so more career rebounds as well. Assists, LeBron got the win there, but Bello, couple spots behind him. But I think the real question here is just how much do you value what Bello did when he wasn't the number one? LeBron made, how many championships did LeBron make? He made like 9 or 10 titles. Like basically he kind of did what he did in real life. He just made a bunch of championships. He didn't win them all, but he won 4 and he did his thing. And Bello, meanwhile, they both won 3 MVPs. They both had the finals MVPs. Just how much do you value what Bello did when he got Lillard and Jokic? He 3-peated. He won a couple of extra championships. He ended with 6. Does that put him ahead? Who do you think had the better career? Bello also was just the better scorer, had the 30-plus point per game seasons, 3-peated MVPs. So, I want to leave that to you. Who has the better career? If I put Christian Bello, or just a generational player in general, into LeBron's era and had him face him head-to-head, who do you think was better? Christian Bello, LeBron James? I think this was a pretty successful challenge. Nonetheless, they had some battles. They both had crazy careers. They're both straight to the Hall of Fame. And I think he at least was on par with LeBron. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know what you thought. Like, comment, and subscribe, as all that stuff is super helpful. And I will see you guys all in the next one.